Hi there, Frank George here. As a doctor, I know a thing or two about probing. Indeed I do. I love something that's easy to install, easy to use, and backed by a real support team. And that's why I choose TH3D Easy ABL Kit for my 3D printers. I prefer not to waste countless hours trying to figure out how to connect things to my machine when I could be printing instead. With the TH3D Easy ABL, you get technical support, easy to use firmware, quality parts, amazing accuracy, and there's no moving parts. What are you waiting for? Head over to their site at easyabl.th3dstudio.com and get one today. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy printing. The Easy ABL kit is meant for 3D printer usage only, not for medical or rectal use.
What's up, everybody? Can you guys hear me? We are actually streaming out today on YouTube and Rumble. If you guys haven't followed us on Rumble, go ahead and give that a follow, because that's where we're going to be if YouTube ever decides to pull a 3D print general on us and kick us off the platform. So if you guys aren't following us there, go ahead and check it out. We are not multi-streaming to Twitch either right now, because apparently it's against their terms of service to multi-stream. So I guess Twitch can just go pound sand. So I'm working on a customer printer here. We got an Ender 3 that was brought to us, and it's got quite a bit of issues. It's basically just like a really general tune-up. We're going to be working on doing a couple of things. We got some upgrades and repairs. So we got kind of a hodgepodge of parts here. This is a younger kid's printer. His dad brought it over, so I hooked him up with some B-stock stuff. So we were actually out of the 235 plates, but I had a smooth plate laying around here that I didn't use anymore, so I gave that to him. Also hooked him up with a Easy ABL Pro sensor, which is one of our older ones that we don't sell anymore. We just stopped selling those recently, so it's not that old. But gave him a good price on that, and also changed out the extruder from the Creality basic metal one. We're going to a Tough Extruder V2 because he wants to print TPU on it. So we got all sorts of stuff. I'm pulling out all the goodies out of the box here for the upgrade. We're going to be putting on our Easy ABL. It's got a 422 board in it, so we're switching that out. And yeah, so if you guys haven't already, I'm going to go ahead and drop a link in the chat. If you guys do want to subscribe to us on Rumble, I'd highly recommend that in case YouTube decides to screw us over. So there you go. There's a link in the description there on YouTube, and I got Rumble chat up here. Doesn't work with StreamYard, but we can do multi-streaming. So everybody, I got to say we got 3 people watching on Rumble. So thank you everybody who's watching on Rumble. It's the weekend, so I also got myself a beer, because it helps work go faster. So all right. As you can see, also, if you're wondering why my shirt is wet, I opened my beer with a set of flush cutters, and it spilled on me. So that was great. I swear I haven't started drinking until just now. But yeah, so everybody, thank you for popping in. Cupertino Geek says, thanks for streaming on Rumble. Have a beer for all of us. I will. And those of you guys that are not aware, the whole thing with 3D print in general, there's actually a little bit more details. I don't know if I'm going to post a follow-up video, but I'll just keep it brief since this stream's focusing on showing off us, taking this printer, whipping it into shape so the customer can have a reliable machine. Um, I'm petting the doggo down here. If you guys are wondering what I'm doing, Comet's right here. Hi, Comet. There we go. There it is. Every stream, he's got to pop in and say hi because he wants attention. He's like, you're talking to the computer and not me. So, anyways, the 3D print general situation. So, there was originally, it seemed like Sean had 2 channels. It turns out the second channel his friend actually set up and uploaded his content on. It wasn't even his channel, and YouTube deleted that as well as his dad's channel. So, like, this whole thing is basically a very gross overstep of bounds. And personally, like in my personal opinion, based on what I've seen, this seems like a direct attack from somebody that just doesn't like him. And this stuff is not okay. Like, if you're going to be a platform for everybody, you have to be a platform for everybody. So, which is why we're also going to be leaning heavier on, promoting that we have a Rumble channel. I know that there's a lot of people that are like, well, your Rumble's not as good as YouTube. It's not going to get there until people start using it. So Odyssey is also another one, but I couldn't figure out how to multi-stream out to Odyssey. Their setup's a little more complicated. Odyssey, while it's nice to have another alternative, it's a little clunky. I got my eggs in the Rumble basket of who I think is going to be, the next solid YouTube competitor, if that makes sense. But a lot of creators are going over there. If you are a creator on YouTube, you guys can mirror your content over there. Like I actually deleted my personal channel. I had a personal YouTube channel, and that was synced over to Rumble. And I'm not even going to set it back up on YouTube. So if you guys want to follow my personal endeavors, I do have a personal channel over on Rumble. You can go to my personal website, which is timothyhoagland.com, and click Rumble. So I'll be posting some stuff there that's just like random things that I do that won't fall under the company purview. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I got some. I got some beer here. So the surprising thing, we have 11 viewers on YouTube and we have 9 on Rumble. So we're really close. It's awesome. And again, thank you to Chris Travis for bringing me this at Murph. Comment, you are like a brick wall. You're gonna have to move this dog. When you want to move him, he just becomes dead weight. So I don't know if you guys also see in the background, there's 3D Print General spool, and there's Loyal Moses spool. I bought both of their creator spools from Polymaker. And again, shout out to Polymaker for having some balls and sticking up for Sean. I have a lot of respect for that company now. I'd say they're pretty based is what the kids are saying these days. So it's good to see that. But I'm horrible at the maymays. All right, I was gonna post one quick thing if you guys wanted to watch something about more details on 3D print general situation. PSR did a follow-up on that, so I'm gonna go ahead and post that. PSR is not on Rumble, so unfortunately I can't share a Rumble link, so I'll sadly have to share a YouTube link. He is on Odyssey, but I'm not signed in on Odyssey. So if you want to read more details on the whole 3D print general situation, you can go ahead and click that link. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and pop this in, and let's see what layout I want to have here. Will this work? I'm trying to see how. This is the picture-in-picture layout. Why is this not for a Shift+7? Come on, StreamYard. Add the stage. StreamYard is just not wanting to play nice today, apparently. I changed the layout. Okay, well, I think this is as best as we're gonna get. Is my autofocus on? It is not on. We're gonna turn it on here because we're just doing a little stream here. We'll go ahead and give this just a little bit of fill light here. And this is the printer. This is the state we're starting in. If you guys are not aware, we do have print repair services. Now, we do not ship machines because the problem is I can have a printer dialed in perfectly here, send it to you, and the shipping carriers will absolutely decimate it. So we only do if you bring the machine to us or we pick it up from you. We do service the Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana area. So it is a small charge for me to come pick the machine up, but there's no charge to drop off the machine. Yeah, so got my bag of zip ties. We're gonna need these. The ABL kits do come with zip ties, but I think the first thing we're gonna do is, so here's the main issue. So if we can see here on this machine, I can tell. So he's been having print quality issues in general, and while this printer doesn't have a lot of major problems, it has a lot of little problems. So can you guys see there this PTFE tube? This tells me that this tube is not all the way in here. It does have these stock crappy Creality fittings. The wild thing is I don't know if it's still on here, there was a sticker on the front of this machine because the guy bought it like used, and they paid $130 or $120 for this. And I just realized that this is the same one that Micro Center sells for like 90 bucks on sales. So they didn't really get that great of a deal. But we're gonna go over this and get this all whipped into shape. You can see here that's not that great. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna preheat the nozzle here. I'm going to go ahead and just double check that all that's working correctly. So we got the nozzle going here. I did notice this. We're going to fix that. That's just a simple tighten up. So basically, I'm going to go over this whole machine. So we're going to get rid of this crappy mag bed. You guys see these? Like, look at how worn out this is. He hasn't even done that many prints. You can see it's a little too close here, but these are garbage. If you guys have these on your printer, throw them out. Get an Easy Flex system. It'll make your life a lot easier. All right, so this needs to get fixed. All we need to do is tighten this guy up here. And then we're going to go over all the bearings. We're going to go over all the belts. We're going to change out the extruder, change out the PTFE tube and the PTFE fittings. There is a fan that wasn't working on the bottom, and I don't know if it's because it's plugged into the layer fan output. Let's see, because the hot end should be, oh no. Oh, now it's on. It wasn't running before. Okay, so when we tried powering on earlier, it wasn't running before. I wonder if it's hooked up to the bed or something. Either way, we're going to rewire it so it's on all the time instead of whatever Creality did. Now, I'm heating this up because I want to see what happens when we pull this out. I have a feeling that this PTFE tube is not that far into the hot end. Yeah, that's not coming out of this. All right, let's take the fitting out. And I can tell here's the thing, these wires are supposed to exit the right side, so we're gonna have to go over all this. But I do want to get this out of here. What's up, Derek? Who was everybody who's watching live? Go ahead and pop in the chat. I'm curious to see what's gonna win out. We might. Wow, we are at 12 viewers on Rumble and 14 on YouTube. How about this? If we get more people watching on Rumble, I'll do a $50 gift card giveaway. Wow, look at that. Okay. So you guys see how far that was in? That's probably not far enough to make it down into the melt zone. If you look here, it's not even like discolored a little. So this PTFE tube was not far enough down. So that's going to cause a ton of problems. So I don't even know why I'm going to try to, I was like going to pull the filament out of here. We're just throwing this out. So apparently my logo light just stopped working behind me for some reason. All right, well, we're going to turn that off. And we're going to start getting this thing all redone. So we're going to take the PTFE fitting off of here. There we go. Getting loose. Actually, I don't even need to take this off because we're taking this whole extruder off. All right, I'm going to do this. We're going to do the bed first since the bed's warm. Let's see if we can get this stock magnet off. This stock magnet is so thin. It's ridiculous. Like, it's so flimsy and thin. Also, these stock magnets do not do well when they're hot. You know, Creality puts really cheap magnets on here. I mean, I guess it's better than tape, but it also just isn't a great situation here. So, and feel free to ask questions in the chat if you guys are watching or if you guys are just here to hang out. Also, if you are one of the people that I know already and you want to pop in, we are streaming on StreamYard, so just shoot me a message and I'll send you the link and you can pop in and hang out while we're working on this. All right. Yeah, I love the Ender 3 Pro. I love these machines. Like they're not that great out of the box, but they're cheap. I saw I think it was Barnacle talking on X about like, okay, so here's a comparison. You guys want to see why our magnets are better other than the temperature rating? This is our magnet here. Okay, this is our Easy Flex magnet. And this is with the adhesive on here. And we're going to squish it down. We're at like 1.4, let's just call it 1.45. There we go. That's our stuff. That's our magnet. Let's look at the Creality one. It's garbage. Theirs has adhesive on it too. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage. You might as well stick a fridge magnet on your bed if you're going to use a Creality one. It would probably perform better. Like, you get what you pay for. So, who'd have thunk it? You almost make that look easy. I've just done it a million times. And Headley on Rumble said that. We have equal viewers on both platforms now. Wow. I appreciate y'all watching on Rumble, especially. How's the stream on Rumble? It looks good. I make that look easy. Yep. All right. And not only do I physically get the printer all dialed in, I like cleaning up the printer. I like giving my customers back a clean machine. Where's my beer? I feel like the beer helps it. All right. Okay. We are really close to getting more viewers on Rumble than on YouTube. We can get one more, and then we'll do a $50 giveaway. How's that? For the people watching on Rumble. Because I'm not a fan of YouTube. I don't like we use YouTube out of necessity. If we could get rid of YouTube and Facebook and all these other platforms that like censoring people and pushing their agendas on others, we would get rid of them in a heartbeat. But I play by their rules in their houses. I'd like to do some more fun stuff that YouTube wouldn't like on Rumble. So if you guys are watching on Rumble and like to see some more spicy content that's 3D printing related, let me know. Yep. Okay. It is higher. Cool. We got 20 versus 16. All right. So I'm gonna get this put on here, and we're gonna do a giveaway in a second here. So, and it'll be only on Rumble. If you guys want to enter the giveaway, you got to pop over to our Rumble channel, which I posted in the in link. Rumble is a free speech friendly YouTube alternative. Highly recommend checking it out. And there's a lot of, and here's the thing, there's a lot of content from all sorts of creators, like not just like it used to be like basically just political, because that's where all the people that got kicked off of YouTube went, because they weren't towing YouTube's line. But there's like a lot of everybody on there now, and it's nice to see another platform as an alternative, And in terms of content creation, if you do build an audience over there, which we are working on ourselves, you do get to keep more revenue that you generate. When people tip you on Rumble, and you get what's it called, and you get ad revenue and stuff, and especially when you get revenue from people donating, you keep more of the money. So YouTube takes like 30-something%. Rumble takes like 10. So, I do think the platforms deserve to take a little bit because they're providing that platform and all the infrastructure for that. But, it's nice to see everybody do it. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do for the giveaway on Rumble. I want you guys just to type exclamation point free Sean. And I'll grab your handles here. And then I put the wrong link on YouTube. I'm sorry. I'll post the link for the stream there. So yeah, we've been using Rumble before it was cool. We're hipsters, okay? I've been on Rumble for years before everybody started jumping ship or getting banned. because I just like technology and I like reaching as many people as I can. That's really what it's about. You know what I mean? And again, here's my thing: if a platform says, "Hey, we don't want certain things on our platform," that's fine. They can do that. However, when you start making up rules and not applying them, equally, because there's things that Vice has posted that technically violates YouTube's own terms of service, but Vice, is buddy buddy with YouTube. Um, it's wrong. Like, enforce your rules unilaterally, or don't enforce them all. That's it. All right, so I'm putting everybody's names in here. And we got Tripod over here. I know Tripod's been posting his stuff on there too. Michael, what's up, Mike? I recognize that. But yeah, we're not gonna ditch YouTube. We're just gonna like grow our following on both. And there's stuff that I would like to do that I understand YouTube doesn't like, and certain people might not like. Um, so we'll keep that on the other platforms that actually want to have a free speech effort here. So we got 27 people watching on Rumble. Amazing. 11 on YouTube, 27 on Rumble. Hell yes. Okay. So everybody got their stuff in. I think I got everybody. Let me go ahead and share the screen here. All right. The stream looks better in Rumble. That's surprising. I mean, they have been upgrading their infrastructure. I think we got everybody on here. So I got Cupertino Geek, Tripod's Garage, Stephen Smith and Headley, M. Courier, Rocket, and Scooter Nut. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and spin this, and whoever wins this gets a $50 gift card to the TH3D shop here. So you ready? We're gonna go. All right, let's see. As long as it's not John. And it's Scooter Nut. Okay, so Scooter Nut. Go ahead and go to our contact us page. So if you go to our contact us page, you go to contact us at th3dstudio.com. Just hit the sales button. Send me a message with like the screenshot of your Rumble account, and I'll go ahead and send you a gift card via email. Gift card store credit. We have like a system that does store credit and gift cards. So go ahead and send us in the ticket here. Just put your email and stuff in there, and yeah, you won $50. So if you guys are not sure the kind of stuff that we sell, we carry all sorts of printer parts. We carry filament. We have technical support too. It's $50 for whatever you want. It's your choice. So, all right, perfect spin, not me, says John. All right, so here we go. We got the nice magnet on here. Let me go ahead and clean up this plate. This is a plate I've had laying around for a bit. I mostly print on our textured surfaces. So I like had this one laying around from when I used to print on our smooth. And the reason I keep everything on textured is solely because if I print like LCD housings, we have to print them on the textured surfaces because we want that nice textured finish. So, but hey, for free, you can't really complain, can you? I'm waiting on our next shipment of plates to come in. So we sold out on the 235. Now we do have some sizes left. The 235s are out of stock, but we still have 310 by 320s. We have all sorts of ones, and they all should be on sale still. I will double check in a little bit here, but I think I have them on sale indefinitely. And then basically once we get our restock of plates, we're going to take them off sale. So we're giving you guys a chance to get a deal on the inventory that we have on hand now. And then once the new stuff comes in, the prices will go back to our normal pricing. So, all right. But yeah, so Scooter Nut, thank you for playing. And just send us a message with a screenshot of your Rumble account, like the profile thing in the top right corner. And then I'll send you a $50 gift card. Simple as that. And we do ship worldwide. We ship to most places. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's so strong. Okay. So the other stuff I'm going to do on this, I'm hooking them up with the solid bed mounts. So we're going to go ahead and take that off. And like I said, if you guys are a creator, I'm going to put some music on. How's that? Some ambiance going here. If you guys are a creator and want to join in, and I know you, and you're not going to be a troll too much on the stream, I can send you a StreamYard link. You can join me and hang out with me. So let's see here. I want something a little more upbeat than this. Let's see. Rock. Let's see. Well, they're no, that's a little too much. Dance pop. Yeah, ping. Okay. All right. So let's. We're just gonna work on this. If you guys have any questions about your printer, post them in the chat. I got chats open. All right, John. I'm sending you a. Send you a link right now for StreamYard. There we go. Let me know if the music level is too high, too low. All right, we're going to get into this. So, yeah, what's everybody up to today? All right. I buy Bed Springs. I'll take these wheels off for him too. I'm going to put some regular, just regular old nuts on here for him. Canadian Thanksgiving dinner prep. That's a thing? You guys just eat a ton of poutine? It's a 204 cool dude over on Rumble. Bed leveling from Hell Nightmare. Well, this should make this. Well, not should. This is gonna make this guy's life a lot easier. We do have our EasyABL NG kit, so I am putting on our last gen kit because I do have some. I had some kits laying around from when we switched over to the new ones. Like I said, this is actually for an 11-year-old kid. 11-year-old kid, and his dad is paying for some of the upgrades and repairs, and he's paying for the rest. And I wanted to hook him up and do something nice. So I was like, I tell you what, I got some older stuff that still works great, brand new. I'm gonna hook you up with it because I remember when I was younger, and people would give me deals on stuff, and it was awesome. And he's also a scout, so I'm a scout too. I'm helping out a fellow scout. We're gonna do this all up really nice. All right, let's see. We got. What's your opinion on cable chains worth having or no? I see none on the Ender. I'm not a fan of them if the printer didn't have them already, and even actually on some printers where we had them already, it's kind of a pain. I'm more of the mindset to just not use cable chains unless it's actually like completely like necessary. I do wish that Rumble integrated with StreamYard because I can do this on StreamYard, pull comments up, but only on YouTube. Maybe I'll ask them if they can go ahead and, do stuff for us. Or I can DIY something. Maybe you know what I could probably write a bot that would cross post comments from YouTube to StreamYard and StreamYard to YouTube. That would be kind of cool. I feel like I could pull it off. I'll just pull up ChatGPT and have it ask it. Comet's sticking his snoot, trying to get attention. You were just WT before the stream, so I know you don't need anything. And you're just being needy. I know you're just being needy, sir. Because I know you. And you are a needy little kid. Oh no. We got an intruder here. I can't see the camera though. I don't know if it's gonna load. I see you popped in. I don't know if the camera started. Sir. I'm gonna try adding you and see what happens. What's up? Is it gonna connect? Typically it shows me the preview of your camera. It's just spinning. I guess the packets are getting lost. Did your and I can't hear you, John, if you're talking. There's nothing. Oh, there it is. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Did you have to pay a toll to get your packets through the network?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. You hear the wife say the Wi-Fi here sucks. That's because you got too much stuff on one.
You're literally a network guy. How does your Wi-Fi suck?
Eh.
I hear your wife laughing in the background.
Tim, I've been asking that for 20 years.
Hey, John, I can walk from the back of my property all the way to the front and have Wi-Fi the entire time. So come on, hop to it, okay?
Yeah, I'll hop through it.
The truck's looking good with the body work done on there.
Yeah, the inside rocker is still rusted, so I need to get that taken care of with like some rust conversion. It wasn't rotted through, so
yeah.
So all I have to do is take care of that before winter and do some rust conversion. It's not heavily scaled or anything, so yeah, it was. If I would have done it at your house, it would have been it would
Like a
probably
mess?
just make both like go out and drink.
Yeah, there's a spot on mine. There's a spot on my truck that I gotta get to. My rockers aren't bad yet. So
How are your cab corners?
there's one cab corner. That's the one I gotta touch up.
Yeah, typically, especially if you have a sunroof, I think the drain tubes go back there. That's
Mine
how
does not. Mine does not have the sunroof. I think it was just from like just getting hit when it was in an accident. But I mean, it's not bad. I got all the touch-up paint stuff. I think I bought some Bondo already. I just haven't done it yet. I'll probably do it over the winter. So, but yeah, you can see here this. I can tell they replaced the thermistor on here because the wire is just like
it's really long and
it's not in the cable chain at all, or the cable wrap at all. So
yeah, it's you can sell them an NG.
well, we're just doing the stock hot end on here. His dad was wanting him to stick to a budget. Wait, is the layer fan not even? Well, we're gonna see what's going on here. There's something weird going on here. Ah!
Just going over my video for tomorrow.
Yeah, what are you doing a video on?
It's that laser right there.
Oh, what's that?
That's the We Create, the brand new. This is actually
Here, I'll put you up front there. There you go.
yeah, right there. It autofocuses. See that gray section right there?
Yeah,
That will go. That raises up.
it's like an expandable one.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's I think it was
silent-
that got the early release.
Oh man, hang on. Look at the inside of here. Hang on.
Yeah, put it around.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Okay. We're gonna get this situated a little bit better in here.
You're replacing the PTFE tube, you said, right?
Yeah.
It looks like it needs it.
Yeah. No, it's all chewed up, and this has got a little nick in it. And this actually this is tightened down quite a bit. I'm just gonna put a new one on here.
Yeah, those things are cheap enough.
Yeah, I've got one set aside for this anyway.
They're nice and delicate that people don't know.
Yeah, no, it's pinched on there, so I gotta pull the wire through the control box anyway, so okay. Screw on the top of this missing. Silent Storm on YouTube says auto body tech here. Hey, you want to come do some auto? I'll pay you.
Yeah,
I'll fix
just
the
don't like it. You just don't like getting messed around with pricing. That's all.
Yeah, someone was telling me. Here's the thing: it's not bad. It's just like starting to get there, and I want to get it before it gets real bad. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that's the way. Well, I was able to send my fingers through the rockers. I thought it was just the thrust.
Mine's not that bad.
Oh, it couldn't appear like that until you go underneath, and you're like, oh, this is not
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, mine was not that soft yet. I had a thermistor sitting here before I started the stream,
Well,
and I don't know what happened to it.
I went to 7 auto body shops, and the price range until I found the last one was for both rockers for the crew cab was people were talking anywhere from $4,500 to $7,000.
Yeah, $7,000. That's insane.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, and also they're also quoting the whole side, right? The whole literally door side on both. I'm like,
the whole like fender and everything.
well, no, so from your both door openings basically, or actually it goes up to, I would say, like maybe like chest high or something, but it's and you could get them like from like I got mine from carparts.com. It's literally just the rockers.
Okay, and do they weld them in then?
Yeah, they cut them out and weld them. So with the rockers, it was $2,500 from a shop down the street from me.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Now it's not the perfect paint. There's some trash in it, but it's a lot better the job than what I would probably have been able to do. So that's all.
What am I checking here now, John? What am I checking here? What am I checking here on the wires?
Oh, you're checking to see if it's soldered. We all know that.
And they are. Look at that.
Oh, they don't disappoint.
Yeah, any printers that come through here that I work on, we do this. We cut them off.
Yeah, and you got to cut them down a little bit below because the solder wicks in.
Yep. And we strip them, and then we put crimp ferrules on them. So every single one. So like we've been doing just like a base like $100 charge for most printer stuff, and like this is all included, going over the whole machine, making sure it's not a fire hazard.
Like Silas Storm's, the replacement of the entire beep metal is all labor work at the most.
Shit metal.
Yeah, you say it on your own stream if you want to say it.
Yeah. So. Oh, I don't care.
I know.
I don't give a fuck.
Well, now, I mean, that's one thing that YouTube did do is, put less restrictions on swearing. So,
I know, because it's almost like adults don't give a shit. Like,
yeah.
I don't get it.
I mean, I grew up in the '80s where the F-bomb was literally every other word. So
yeah,
or slang. Also, at that time, you could not be offensive to people. I mean, because we all talk that way. So.
Yep. Yeah, no, I'm gonna try to get the audience on both platforms like we've been doing. Scooter Nut on Rumble says, "Can you check your sales email and see if that's what you're looking for?" I'm gonna double check it right now. Basically, if you emailed us from a valid email, that's really all we need. Let me see here. Yep, I got it. If you got the confirmation email, then you're good. I'll send the gift card over to you after the stream here. So, did you see I was cleaning out my my random bin of crap in my office with all the old development boards and stuff in it, John? Huh?
Yeah, and then was a CR10 board or something?
Oh, I posted like 30 different ones. We got like screens and stuff. Yeah, so if you guys are looking for like stock printer screens, like if you guys are still using touch screens, you need like a backup or a replacement. I listed all the stock touch screens that I pulled off of machines over the years. Because there's no point in me keeping them, right? So they've been sitting here collecting dust for I don't even know how long.
Yeah, I've been on Rumble since you helped me do the sync Rumble and Odyssey, and I only have 41 followers on Rumble.
Well, and I think here's the thing. I'm gonna make an effort to promote it like I did today, get people on it. I've been watching almost all of the content I watch is actually on Rumble at this point. So, oh dear God, what? Wait, these just fell out of the wiring harness.
Nice.
What? Hold up. Is there a splice in here, or what is going on?
I would also feel the wires for brakes.
Yeah, well, that wasn't the issue. The core problem was that it just wasn't printing well, and I could see why, because the tubing was all screwed up, and then the thermistor's all. How you doing here? I'm gonna take this off. This Kapton tape was just for the stock thermistor, which is no longer there. There's part of it in here. You know, I know the crazy part is, you know, the dad and his kid stopped by and dropped this off. I went over it, just going over everything with them. You know, it's an 11-year-old kid, and apparently, like, some kid at his school, because his dad has a bamboo, was calling his printer shit because he has an Ender 3. It's like, yeah, no. I was like, if that's my kid, I would tell him, hey, my dad doesn't know how to run a 3D printer, so he's got to buy a bamboo.
Well, no, you know, as much as I give that printer crap, it's like when I used to build RC cars younger, right? You build it, and it helps you determine what the problems are.
Yeah, I mean, these are great to learn. Like, I look at it this way: it's like Apple makes technology for people who don't want to learn technology. Bamboo's the same way, and like, you know, that's fine. But like, then you get people that like talk down to others because they, you know, are using something that's, you know, cheaper or whatever. Like, the elitism needs to stop. Like, you know, me personally, I'll take this over the bamboo printers any day, just because I can actually repair it, I can actually upgrade it. Like bamboo, you're stuck with, like, that's it. You use it how it comes, and that's fine for some people. For me, like, I want something I can work on and repair without having to go through the manufacturer all the time. You know, because if they stop making a part, like look at Anycubic right now, they stopped making parts for the Cobras. People are having issues with the Cobras, and they can't get parts for them now.
Mm-hmm.
And those printers are only like 6 months old.
Well, I mean,
this is what I was saying. Why people, when they're switching over to all these printers that use like the ribbon cables and the breakout boards, as soon as things start breaking, good fucking luck.
Well, and that's
Like,
that. You know, that was one thing that someone mentioned, that the open source, you're always going to have parts. So there's one person that works for a school, got
hey Tor,
a closed source printer, let's just say that,
yeah.
and 5 years later they can't find parts for it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and you can't, and with how locked down they are, it's not even like you just can't find parts. Like, oh well, I can make my own or modify. Like, if Bamboo goes, like, here's what I was telling people: I give it a year until they start going, okay, you're gonna have limited cloud features, because servers cost money to run, right? Like, at a certain point, the cost is going to exceed what they want to spend, you know? So let's see, we've got 18 people watching on YouTube. We have 32 on Rumble. Hell yeah, Rumble crowd.
No, it's just going to be a subscription service at that point.
I had an ABL mount. Oh, here it is. All right. So what are you up to today, Tor? I know John's playing with a laser. Apparently,
I'm not playing with it now. It's just editing.
Oh, I hate editing so much.
Oh my gosh, this was, you know, I need to get my videos under 10 minutes, and this is just, I feel like I have to show people the ins and outs, and it's never going to happen with me. It feels like.
Oh, Rumble doesn't run our TV, so I have Chromecasts everywhere, and I can stream like regular videos. I haven't tried a live stream. Does Rumble not work for live streaming on casting?
Well, is there YouTube has a requirement before you could live, like what, 1,000 subs or something?
I don't think. I mean, we're live streaming on Rumble, and we have only like 100 something subs, 131, and we're live streaming on there. They're a lot less. I mean, we'd be streaming out to Twitch too. Like, here's my whole philosophy: let's cover as many people as we can. But like, here's the thing: the fact that all these creators are getting like deplatformed off of YouTube when they actually haven't even violated the rules really makes me nervous. Even though like we don't really do anything kind of sketchy on here, like it does make me nervous to invest time into building an audience on a platform that is quick to just pick people off with no actual like reason. You know what I mean?
Oh, the biggest thing with Sean is, for the 3D print channel, whoever doesn't,
yeah,
he is that he does any tweet mentioning YouTube, and
don't
anyone
reply.
that mentions
M Courier says he's cast into his TV with Rumble. Cool.
yeah, they ignore it. You can say, hey, Team YouTube, I have a question on X, right? And they say, oh yeah, what's your question? And they mentioned Print General, and no one responds. As I told
because
Sean,
they don't have the balls. They don't have any balls to stand up for their own crap.
yeah, as I told Sean, I said, I bet you there's an internal ticket that was flagged, especially when you asked for your 100K, right?
Yeah, that's the crazy thing. Yeah. John, your connection is like being bad today.
Yeah. Let me switch to my other computer.
Can you like run it? How do you not just ran an Ethernet line to your machine?
Well, I have to. We're only gonna be here for like 3.5, 4 more years. So.
Oh, that's long enough time to run an Ethernet cable, John.
No,
you need me to come out there and show you how it's done?
Oh yeah, please show me how to crimp them, please.
I will. I'll do it. I will come out there. I'll tell you what. You take me out for steak dinner. I will crawl through attics and crawl space to help you run a network cable. How's that? I just want to shout out on your next video.
A good steak dinner too. Actually, I will make you a steak dinner because.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah, because I know how to cook a steak versus these places around me, and spend $100 for a steak that you can get at a butcher for $16, and it'll taste 10 times better.
So here's what I'm wondering. So I actually didn't send out any email promoting this stream. Now we do have an email list, and I can send out. I think going forward, we're going to send out when we do a stream the link to the YouTube and to the Rumble one. Now I have not actually publicized aside from the YouTube tweet, but we currently have 36 people on Rumble and 18 on YouTube. So I'm wondering if the reason many people haven't seen growth on Rumble is because they haven't talked about it enough and gotten people to start using it. So, I mean, there's a lot of content creators like EEV Blog, which is like an electronic guy. He's very pro free speech, and he's been on Rumble for a long time, just like we have. There's quite a few people, and I think in general, it's not good to put all your eggs in one basket, no matter what your views are. Like you should be wanting to reach as many people as possible. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
That's my philosophy, anyways.
Well, the problem is everyone kept on telling Sean, "Oh, move to Rumble and stuff." I'm like, okay, well,
the trick is you keep these platforms that do have the censorship as a gateway to get people over to the other platforms, and then you do exclusive content on those other platforms to get people excited about watching stuff on them. That's my game plan.
Well, I think YouTube thought that they trapped Sean,
right?
Because they're like, okay, we're gonna now just demonetize everything, right? And I think Sean made the mistake of coming out and saying, "Hey, I got now a sponsor," instead of just saying, that this video is sponsored by for each of the videos.
But here's the thing: is he shouldn't have to tiptoe around that. They should just shut up and do their job and just provide a platform. Like, it's like, shut up and toe the line. But like, here's the thing: if he had broken, I grabbed the wrong screws. These are M5s. If he had actually broken like their terms of service, it'd be like, yeah, you knew you were doing something against their stuff, and you got dinged, right? Like, it is what it is. However, that wasn't the case. Like, he actually didn't do it, and that I posted that link to PSR, which is an entirely 3D printed gun YouTube channel.
Yep.
I don't know, my video just froze there. Let me reset that. Hang on.
Yeah. Tor has been on and off. I mean, he hasn't even connected.
Oh, Tor's showing on my end. John, I think that's just you.
Well, I'm on my work computer, and I need to switch to my other because this is running lots of security. It's running Netscope and stuff, so it's filtered.
It's running nerd shit.
Packet. So. Yes, it is.
I'm surprised. Here's the thing: if you were moving like 6 months, I'd say don't run the network cable. But you're moving it. You said you'd be moving in a couple of years. I would run that network cable, John.
Oh yeah, I mean it would just help with selling too.
What do you use? I can never ask you this. What do you use for your network infrastructure there? Are you using Unify stuff, or do you got something else?
Not just generic home stuff. So.
What, John?
I know.
John.
This is the John hate channel now. So
Mike says, Cupertino says he got notified live through Rumble. That's awesome. So Rumble's notifications work. That's great. John, he said, hey, John, let me introduce me to your butcher. Mine wants a lot more than $16 for a good steak.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. John doesn't tell you what he has to do to get that price. Okay.
Yeah, that's true. I only have one knee, so it doesn't require that. Yeah, I have just a Jesus router. It's a RTAC 1750. It's nothing special.
I have been very happy with my Unify. So anybody here watching running Unify stuff at home or work or both? I love my Unify equipment. I will simp for Unify. Unify, sponsor me. Come on. I will pimp your shit. I have so much Unify equipment here.
Kazan and Jerry 3HP.
Yeah, Jerry, if you want to pop in, you can. I'll just send Jerry a link just in case he decides to want to pop in. It'll be the Grumpy Old Man show. All those grumpy old men.
Yeah. It's when I did all the wiring in here was over probably a total of about $4,000 of wiring because Illinois you had to run everything conduit. So
yep, I get to run Romex. It's great.
Yeah, aren't you special?
I am. It's fantastic.
But the one thing that the conduit does do it literally makes it a little bit neater than just stapling something onto the ceiling, right?
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, I ran conduit in my garage where it's exposed, where it's in the walls or up in the ceiling in the basement. I run Romex. You want to hear You want to hear my first world problem for the weekend?
No.
So I was putting a bidet on my Toto toilet in the basement, and I bought it on eBay. It was just an open box one, never been actually used, thank God. I found out why it was open box. The valve, the inlet valve that the water goes into, had a hairline crack, so it had the slightest ever leak. And I tried opening it up. It's like a PA nylon housing, and like I saw where it is. It's not a complicated part. I tried like melting additional material in there. That made it better, but it didn't fully stop it. And then Krista had got me this like bondit thing. It's like a UV like.
My mom got me one of those. I know what you're talking about.
It's
like a pen with a UV.
Yeah, it doesn't even do the damn job. It's like some infomercial shit. Like it's we can seal up a pipe.
That's seen on TV.
It would not. 100%. It worked for a little bit and then it just gave out. I was like, come on.
Yeah,
like I was really disappointed. So, but the guy. So I paid $135 for it. It was open box. I told the guy, I was like, hey, listen, I just got around installing it. I was assuming, like, here's the thing, it's a $500 attachment, right? So I got a really good deal on it. It's just this one part. However, that one part's like $99. So he's sending me $75 back. I picked up the part for $90. So, I mean, I'll be into it for like, I don't know, $160 for a $500 bidet.
That's not too bad.
No, I mean, but it was like really frustrating because
wash your hands afterwards.
Well, it's on it should be here. Like I took it apart. I will give it like Toto used really good quality capacitors on their control board. The whole board has like this flexible conformal coating on it.
Leave it to Tim to break down the board for a toilet.
I did. They did a really good job. The fans and the servos are all Nidec brand, so like really high end shit.
High-end shit.
Yeah, high-end shit. I get. Yeah, you got it. You made it funny, John.
No, you didn't. I'm just enforcing your funny.
So, yeah, no, it's like actually really well built. My dad's a big Toto fanboy. You know, you're old when you have toilet brand preferences, right? Like, you're like, man, that's a nice toilet. You know, when he got it, because he's the one who installed it. We built the bathroom ourselves. He's like, yeah, I got you this Toto. It's like it's like this signature slim line because like it's a smaller bathroom in the basement, and he was like super excited. Like it was the display model at And he's like, I got it for like $200. You know, it's like a $600 toilet. I was like, man, hey, it's Jerry.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
What's
How you
up?
doing?
Oh, we're just talking about shitters.
Hey, John. Before, how you doing?
This shit. So,
But yeah, he was.
Yeah, let
he
me
was
drop
just,
off of this computer.
Yeah, you're fine, John.
Because
Pop
it's,
back in.
I don't even see Barry. I don't see Tor at all.
No,
So
you just got to look at my ugly face.
yeah, I'm like, I'm already cringing.
I know.
So
All right, go fix your internet, tech guy.
let me drop off this one.
What's up, Jerry?
No, it's the working.
Oh, not a lot.
I'm just upgrading, fixing this printer for a kid out of Orland Park. So
I'm printing
getting
a
people letting us
Daredevil
fix their
mask.
stuff.
I'm printing a Daredevil mask on my Bambu Labs X1 Carbon.
You just like your prints make me feel like I do nothing with my printers because all I print is parts.
Yeah, I got too much junk. You know.
You get fun stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm surprised you haven't started like a little shop selling it. To be completely honest, like
There he is.
I'm really
Hey, John.
shocked.
Hello, Mr. Tripod.
Hello, hi Jennifer. Hi. I need another beer. I already had one beer before the stream. My shirt now smells like beer because I was using the flush cutters, like pulled the thing off and it like flipped and I was like, ah. So yeah, we've been playing with StreamYard since we got their like paid plan now.
it's better than smelling like fish.
Oh, you still dealing with your fish tank?
I'm cleaning it up right now, yeah.
Yeah, I've had many of those throughout my lifetime. Fish tank's a whole nother hobby.
Yeah, I had a 60-gallon, and when I moved out to Indiana, I didn't feel like taking it with me. So, yeah. Ed C says, hey, and the older you get, the more time we spend in/on the toilets. Oh, hey, look at even Rumble has spam accounts. And bye.
Yeah, I heard a Rumble like a month or two ago. I think I went there once for a couple seconds, but I've never started anything.
So they have like, even just as a backup, they have a thing that'll auto import your videos to YouTube. Now I notice it is delayed a little bit, so sometimes I'll manually post a video on there, but it will sync your stuff over there. Odyssey is another alternative platform, which is actually pretty cool. It's built on blockchain technology, which is really interesting for a video platform. But they also have a YouTube sync thing. So I mean, I've been on Odyssey. Used to be called Library, LBRY, and I've been using that for years. Like, basically, I've been on there roughly since it started. I want to say it's been a hot minute. So.
Yeah, I interviewed Sean a long time ago when I was doing one-on-one interviews with content creators, and
Yeah.
I haven't checked to see if my video was taken down. Hopefully, it hasn't been.
Well, that's the thing too. Like, right? Like, there's, and the funny, and the thing is, I've actually banned a lot of people from our YouTube channel because they were being, pricks over all this. Being like, you guys should all report TH3D because they're hosting Sean and whatnot, and like, screw them, like blah blah. I was like, okay, enjoy the ban, dummy. Like,
Yeah.
The
The Sean ban is just ridiculous.
Yeah, there's just something that's like, I told people, I get like, here's the thing, like, he just did 3D printing content at this point. Like, he didn't even have any of the controversial stuff on that main channel. And like, but people are just so callous these days. And, I just don't deal with them. It's like, enjoy the band, dumbass. Like, because I just don't care.
Let's hope with all the videos and comments and things that have been coming out about that maybe YouTube like say, you know what, somebody made a mistake. Let's undo this. I know,
but they didn't. I doubt they made a mistake. I based on what
I know, but I'm just hoping they could undo it if they want to at some point.
He's got the lawyer up.
They can completely revive the channel if they wanted to.
Yeah, Sean's gonna have to lawyer up. I mean, do what Steven Crowder has done.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Like, if they don't want, here's the problem with the section, and I covered this briefly when I was talking about it. The thing with Section 230 is you can't. If you go and just say, "Oh, we don't want this person on there because we don't like them," you're now acting as a publisher. You don't have then you're not eligible for 230 protections, right? And if they want to do that, that's fine. But then they're losing their Section 230 protections. It's like if NBC or CNN or Fox publishes something, like they're a publisher, they're legally liable for what someone says. That Section 230 protection allows them to be a platform and not be liable legally if somebody goes and posts a bunch of stuff that's illegal, right? It's on the end user. But you don't get to enjoy the 230 protections and act like a publisher. It's either or, right? Oh, you got a little Sam Prentice head there. Is that what that is, Jerry?
Yeah, I made a post on social this morning with both these.
Oh, you know what? I should have also streamed out to Twitter too. I totally forgot to add them.
Yeah, and so you have what, the easy ABL on there. You got the tough extruder. You got your flex plate. What else is on there?
Solid bed mounts. We're gonna put a filament sensor on here, and then our firmware. And then, like I said, going over the wiring. So I already did the main input wiring. I'm gonna do the bed wiring. Put the ferrules on there. I just have to extend this thermistor line because it's just too short. This must have been like a random thermistor I had instead of like the ones, because we carry ones that are 2 meter wire length that will reach back here. But whatever, I can spike the wiring.
Hello, chat people. Everybody's reading your comments if they don't respond to them, but they're reading them.
Yeah. Scooter Not on Rumble says, only bidet I'm going to use is hot water. So, okay, I have one upstairs that does hot water, and I have one in my guest bathroom upstairs that doesn't do hot water, and it's actually not bad. The other one that doesn't do hot water, the fancy one that I had to leak, does do hot water, which is why I got it. But honestly, I'm probably going to get you can get a nice basic bidet for like $30, and I thought it was weird at first, but I can't go back. It's life changing. I would say. I say.
Nothing like having something rinse your ass. So I guess I don't know. I haven't tried one.
It makes me feel special, John.
Okay.
It tickles him in such a way.
Yes. You notice that that's why he's all smiles. It's because it's
And now we're demonetized. Thanks, Tor. Yeah. Scooter on Rumble says, why are the top 2 wheels on both sides of the Z-axis loose in my Ender 3 Pro? Tried so many times to keep going loose. So it's an alignment thing. The best way to do that is you're going to have to loosen up the plates from the X gantry, which usually involves taking the X gantry off. And then you're going to want to align the wheels, and I'll use extrusion to do that. You'll slide it back on the extrusion, set the eccentric nut to like the max tension, and then loosen up the nuts, because the thing is, the wheels inside the brackets, it's not like this, okay? It's like there's play. They can move in the hole, okay? Side to side. John, I see you looking at my hand gestures.
I know. No, I'm actually just reviewing my slicing of this.
Oh yeah. So basically, what's happening is when whoever tightened those wheels down, they're not at the same position in each of the holes. So one is slightly further to one side than the other. So what you have to do is tighten them down again so they're the same alignment in each of the holes. That's basically what you have to do. And it's a fairly common issue. Sometimes you can do it while it's on the printer, but the problem is if the bracket is still screwed to the 22 extrusion, the bracket can't move a little bit. You can try it without taking it off. I've been able to do it sometimes without taking it off, but the easiest way, or not the easiest way, but the best way to do it is you take the bracket off, the extrusion, align it, and then bolt it back on. So, and it's not a terrible idea to do that, like, even though it's kind of a pain, because the brackets, typically, the screws are not very well tightened down. I'll usually take that as an opportunity to also put some Loctite on those screws that hold the bracket to the extrusion, because they will loosen up over time and they're a pain to get to. So my logic is I'm just going to go ahead and put some Loctite on there while I have them off, so I make sure they don't loosen up over years, you know? So, all right. Yeah, Section 230 is just so that the platform is protected from a third party suing them when some crybaby doesn't like what somebody posts. Yes. Yeah. No, that's the problem. Like, you know, but the thing is, like, you know, that's the difference. Like, if I had a platform I wouldn't care what people post, even if it was somebody that didn't, it's like, oh, I don't really like that topic, but it's like, hey, I'm here to provide you a service. I'm going to shut up and provide the service, right? But that's just me. A lot of people don't operate like that. So, but like I was saying though, like the thing is, once they run out of people to go after on the side they don't like, they're going to start nitpicking everybody else until there's like only a couple people that they deem worthy enough to, post content with.
Well, I mean, on Sean's defense, there's rap videos that show a lot more explicit things than Sean has ever done.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and again, he removed all that content.
Yeah, that's the kicker. Yeah, he had a bunch of 3D printed gun content on his channel, but it hadn't been on there for over a year. Like, he played by their rules. Like, that's the thing. It's not like he was like, screw you, I'm going to post whatever I want. I don't care about your rules. In that case, like, you're in their house, play by their rules. So, like, I'm not going to do stuff on here that is against their TOS. And I'll tell you right now, if they took our channel down for something that we didn't actually violate their TOS, I would be going and getting a win.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I think he needs to, because if you don't, they're going to keep doing this to everybody, because they're going to see that everybody just lies down and takes it in the ass, and they're going to keep doing it.
You just got to chuckle out of Jen on that one.
What's that?
Jen's chuckling on that one.
It's true.
No, it's and that's the thing is, like I said, Steven Crowder, whether you like the guy or not, he's fought and won many times. He's never going to get monetized again, but he's because again, all he does is, he shows, like, he was taken down for showing something that the C2C posted.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's the wild part.
Yeah.
Is like, and here's the thing, people, it's so blatant at this point. It's why when people that are like just refuse to see like what the problem is, even though it's like right in front of them, it's like, I don't care if you're pissed off at me or now hate my company because I'm pointing out facts. Like, I don't care. Like, I also look at it this way too. If I lose somebody because they're failing to see logic, they're probably a pain in the ass to deal with as a customer as well, right? Just kind of a self filter. And I'm of the mindset here, I got one life to live on this earth. I'm going to live it how I see fit and stick to my principles. I'm not going to, bend my views just to appease, people that I don't even like. And that means I piss some people off. I don't care.
Well, what's that saying? My facts don't care about your feelings.
Yeah.
So, facts don't care about your feelings. I mean, it's.
Yeah, I mean, it's like here's the thing. Like, I'm not a fan of like, some of these printers and stuff that are coming to market. I have privacy concerns, and I'm not a big fan of them. But do I think people should be kicked off of them kicked off the platform for making videos on them? No. It's no different. It's just opinions on everything. Like, my whole thing is, if there's somebody, there's been content creators I followed for years, and they started like, doing certain things on the channel. I didn't like them. I just unfollowed them, and I didn't, go and complain to YouTube and tell them, no, you guys should take these guys down, and because I don't like what they're doing. And no, I just stopped watching them, and I gave my time to other people. Like,
people, there's lots of things that I don't agree with, and I just keep scrolling, whatever.
Yep.
It's not worth my effort to say that you're wrong, because all they are is could be like, try to, pivot or something, so.
I thought about doing a thing too, like, I thought about doing a thing too where, we have like part of a part of the show on YouTube and then switch over to the other platforms. It's wild to me that you have like a little more freedom even on platforms like TikTok than you do YouTube, which is crazy to me. Like, TikTok's even a little more lenient than YouTube about things.
Well, that Rosman video for Print General has got almost 500,000 views already.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I will fangirl out over Louis Rossman. Louis Rossman is bae. I love that man. Like, Chris was asking me, she's like, if you could like meet one YouTube star, would be? I was like, Louis Rossman. I just want
his soldering drives me nuts, but I like the guy.
So why does this soldering drive you nuts?
Oh my god! First off, he doesn't properly. Okay, so again, a little bit of my background here before everyone cancels me on this. So, I worked at Motorola. I repaired circuit boards. Okay,
and I would sometimes even use a microscope to repair. He
Yeah.
doesn't bring you're supposed to bring the top and the bottom up to temperature gradually, right?
Okay.
And he use flux, but man, does he use a lot of flux.
That's
like,
part of the joke. He buys like 55-gallon drums of flux.
I'm like,
okay?
and because you can't get the flux from underneath, right? The typically your processor or whatever it is, the chip is sitting, the bottom of it's sitting flush, so it's going to creep underneath. So you're never going to get all the flux off.
I think he uses no clean though. Like I use no clean flux for all my stuff. I still
Travis' garage.
What?
Someone grab his leg.
Unfollow Travis.
But no, it's his technique is pretty good, right? So it's the way that he does it.
Hey, M. Career Rumble says, Tripod, what facility? I was at the Harvard plant.
Oh, you were at Harvard. I was at Arlington Heights. So
in Illinois. You're in Illinois.
Illinois, the land of rusting corruption. That's I watch a channel for car rebuilds, and his name is Behor or Becor or whatever. He's funny. He always says that in his lines of he lives in Illinois, the land of rusting corruption.
Yeah, no shit. Can we like get rid of salt up here? I can't believe how much of a difference it makes, like seeing vehicles from southern states that don't use salt.
Yeah, they have melted dashes. We have corroded undercarriages. I think I'd rather have a melted dash or something I could actually protect the dash than trying to repair a car that you can't get the wheel bearing out because it's fused together with rust.
Yeah, I've been there.
In Vegas are perfect. It's just interiors and paint jobs are trashed from the heat, but no rust problems here.
Yeah, Jerry's in Vegas.
Yeah, he told me to move out there.
Now I could come visit him.
I was thinking about Arizona for a while.
I could have dude. Okay, so my buddy Steven lives in Arizona, and we were there in August, and it was like 120 degrees in the shade. I'm sorry, I can't do that. That sounds like hell.
It's dry heat though. Vegas is not as hot as
Arizona. You guys, all you people in these southern states, it's a dry heat.
Yeah, my wife
it is still hot as shit. Okay.
But if you're in the shade, you're not sweating. Your hair and your shirt's not soaking wet.
Like everybody, we were like Chris and I were the whole time. It's okay. It's a dry heat. It's like. It's still hot as shit.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Steve's pool is evaporating a foot an hour. You know.
Right?
So.
Well, and the crazy thing is, here was the weirdest thing when I was down there. It's like I turned the cold water on, right? And all their water pipes and stuff are in the top of their houses.
Yeah.
So they don't freeze. So the cold water is like 80 degrees. I was like, does your water ever get cold? He's like, this is about it. I was like, what?
Well, they also have the
Scooter, enjoy your turkey dinner. That sounds delicious. He's having he's in Canada. Apparently, it's a Canadian Thanksgiving Day or something.
They got a lot of holidays in Canada.
Not as many as China, man.
Yeah.
They just got back from a week off. It was just screwing up my inventory.
And then
I'm trying to order stuff. I mean, I'll give them this though. They do work their asses off. I was talking to some of my suppliers. Like they basically have like 1 to 2 days off a month.
8 days a week.
Yeah, I mean it works for me. I work my ass off too. So it's like, hey, they're on it, on Sundays and Mondays, and like Sundays seem to be a little bit slower, but I'll start getting like messages Sunday evening from them, like, they're coming back from work. They're all popping online. Okay, so I just want to mention this here. So what I just did was here, Reality likes to wire these fans. I wasn't sure if this fan was bad or if it was on the controlled header. So this is linked to the layer fan. So basically, it's a stock wiring on the Ender 3 Pros. This board has zero cooling until your layer fan kicks on. So what I did here was I just wired it to the always-on terminal here. So we have 3 wires going in. This is the one for the hot end fan, which should be on all the time. This is the one for the control box, and this is the power for our Easy ABL. I do this on all the machines I touch. So like when I go over a printer, I'm not just fixing what the customer brought it in for. I'm going over and treating this like as if this was my machine, the same kind of stuff I do to my printers. Yeah, it takes maybe another 30 to 45 minutes, but they're getting a printer that's going to have less problems down the road, right?
So Ed, you're trying to say that Canada takes Hallmark holidays and make them federal holidays?
I mean, that wouldn't surprise me. That seems like a very Canada thing to do. I mean, you do realize most of the Hallmark movies are shot in Canada. Did you know that? It's where most of the B-list actors and actresses come from for those movies.
Yeah, most sci-fi shows are all out of Canada. They probably get a better deal on a.
I know, right? Yeah, the conversion rate is better when your money's not worth much. Oh yeah, bud. So I will say we've been getting more Canada orders because I actually rolled out a new shipping plugin for our site, and we now have better rates for. I didn't know UPS had a state. It's not ground, but it's basically like ground to Canada, and like you can ship a ton of stuff up to Canada now for like $20, and it gets there in like 5 days. So our Canuck friends are able to get stuff quicker now. They're up there in Canuckistan. We're getting there. I'm going to adjust the V-slot wheels after this. I'm just buttoning up all the wiring and stuff. So, now Tim's printer repair. I'll fix your shit. I told Tor if he gets his like work area and stuff all cleaned up, we can start doing repairs in California too. Have little Tor's House of Horrors. Oh, I guess he's having issues.
Yeah, his mic wasn't working. Then his video went down. He's probably trying to fix it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's his internet or his PC. I know he was having issues with his modem the other day. Yo, John, I am surprised that you, being a tech person, have like such a basic network setup.
Keep on rubbing it in there, Timmy.
Oh, I feel like I remember there was like this. It was like a meme. It's been around for years. It's like, it was when smart home stuff was starting to come out. It's like, tech enthusiasts like, I have everything smart, and my door's smart, and my fan's smart, and all this stuff. I mean, like, I'm that guy. But even when I was an IT professional for my day job, I was that guy. But then it's like, actual IT people. It's like I have a parallel port printer, and then I have a gun sitting next to it. And if it makes any noise without me telling it to do something, I'm shooting it.
Now, the thing is when I come home, I don't want to deal with any tech stuff, right? Like computer stuff. That's the problem. I built like a whole editing machine, right? I haven't built a PC in probably a decade, and I bought all really good components, right? Cool masters, and so I plug in the power supply. It's like a 1500 watt modular power supply, Cool Master. Right. I mean, no, I ordered it from Amazon, but it was dead, DOA, right when I put it in. It's like, really. So then I had to do an RMA.
Why didn't you just go to Micro Center?
That's why I should. Well, the Micro Center is about
far from there.
40 minutes.
Dude, it's over an hour for me, and I'll go to Micro Center if I need something.
Well, it would have been nice if Fry's was still around, because that was a little bit closer.
Fry's was kind of janky, though. I've been to Fry's, although they did have a food
Fry's
court.
in Vegas.
Fry's did have a food court, though. So they did have a leg up over Micro Center. Like,
Jackie Chan's movie Rumble in the Bronx was in Canada. It's like you can't even do it in the it's the Canada Bronx. So
the Canada Bronx? Is there a Bronx in Canada?
I don't know.
Seems like everything nowadays is done on the blue screen, a green screen. You can't tell what's real and what's not in movies.
Yeah, I was on. Oh, so if you guys how many of you guys remember the show Computer Chronicles from like the 80s and like?
Oh yeah, I see some of those on TikTok once in a while.
They have them on YouTube, and there was one from 1984 where they're talking about artificial intelligence, and it is wild. Like what they considered artificial intelligence back then versus like what we have now.
I saw one clip. It was with a video toaster. I'm like, oh my gosh, that brings back memories.
The video toaster?
Yeah,
That sounds familiar. What was that? Was that
it was like for broadcasting and stuff. It was to do like, you know, animations, cutscenes, and basically live.
Okay.
You do it live. So it was pretty cool. Oh man,
I don't think
on the Amiga.
I was asking, does Fry's still exist? I don't think it does.
It doesn't exist by us anymore.
No, I don't know if they're still online.
Just
Probably
Google
check
it.
and see. Yeah, Fry's Electronics. I mean, I would go there before. Like, here's the thing though, when I went to Fry's, like I would buy stuff and like I would always have like I would always just like have stuff that was clearly like resealed and stuff. Like I think they were kind of like, I don't want to say like sleazy, but it was like kind of jank a lot of the times.
Yeah, it was just, you know, you spend all that time building the PC and getting ready to install the OS. You turn it on and nothing. You're like, really?
Wow.
Darn PSU, man.
Did you buy a Cooler Master brand power supply?
Yeah.
That's your first problem. I would never buy the power supply. I typically go with EVGA or Corsair.
I got an EVGA 850. I built the computer in 2017.
So this computer I'm using right now has a 12-year-old 1000-watt 80+ gold from EVGA in it. Like I have not changed this power supply in 12 years.
Yeah, so Troji,
I know EVGA got out of the graphics cards. They're still making power supplies and stuff though, aren't they?
I believe they are. Troji, you talking about the one in Bolingbrook? Or not Bolingbrook?
No, you're thinking of
Terrace?
BFG. You're thinking of BFG.
Well, I thought you said the local store.
Willowbrook. No,
No.
Westmont is Micro Center. That would be by
Yeah, that's about 35, 40 minutes from us. But the Oak
still
Brook,
cheap.
the
Or
Fry-
still close. That's still pretty close, sir. I remember, you want to laugh. So I used to have, well, I still do. I have a business account with Micro Center, and we used to buy. Seasonic's good. I see two people saying Seasonic. I used to go there to get Raspberry Pi boards, and we buy them by the case. And one of my employees at the time, he thought we were literally going there to get pies, like the food. And he's like, "Why? What is this place that you guys keep going to get Raspberry Pi from? Like, is it that good?" I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "You guys keep going to get Raspberry Pi." I was like, "Bro, the boards that we make products with." He's like, "Oh," I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Like, but yeah, I always get a kick out of that because he thought we were talking about the food.
Loyal Moses the other day made a joke about eating or drinking gloop, and I'm like, dude, don't do that. Somebody might take you seriously.
Yeah,
be careful when you tell people.
How about, okay, you know, like there's the movie The Purge, you know, where you can just like do whatever. How about instead of The Purge, we just remove warning labels for 24 hours once a year?
Well, like the iPod challenge and crap like that. Like
Pizza box open before eating pizza. Yeah.
Hey, what if I want extra fiber in my diet, Jerry?
I don't see Micro Center in Illinois being dead. One by us in Westmont.
No,
I mean,
Westmont's still there.
Yeah, I just don't know. I mean, when we went there,
they just opened one in Indianapolis too. Like, they're growing still. So, I mean, one of the good things I see is like people are getting more and more pissed off with Amazon and their crappy service and them sending out junk. And they're like moving to other companies, which is good. I'm tired of them too, because like I keep getting used crap from them. Like that's why they're my last resort if I got to order something. Like, because I just had too many issues with them sending me crap, and then they're like, "Oh, you can return it." I was like, "You guys are missing the point. I want what I ordered."
Newegg and Tiger Direct are still around, right?
I think Newegg is still around. I think Tiger Direct is only like online.
Yeah, they had a store by me. That's where I used to go all the time.
In Hoffman Estates?
Yep.
Yeah.
It was a nice
you know, I worked for Tiger Direct, right?
No, I didn't know that.
I was, you know how they had like their equivalent of the Geek Squad, like repairs and stuff, and custom computer builds. I was the top. I was in the top 2 every single month, and it would piss off the sales guys because I was a tech, and they're like, the other guys would give them shit. They're like, "How the hell is one of the bench techs beating you guys in sales?" I was like, because like people would come in and like I would build awesome computers, So, it was fun. I remember like, I built this crazy setup with like 4 graphics cards for this guy who did like trading. So he needed like a ton of video outputs, and that was a fun build. So I've been building things in general for a hot minute here.
It looks like Tiger Direct is no longer around.
No, they were online only for a while.
The retail, I knew the retail closed down in 2009.
Yeah, the retail. So the funny thing is, when I worked for them, do you remember when they rebranded to CompUSA for a bit there? Do you remember when they did that?
Insight bought them or retired TigerDirect.com. Insight.
Do you remember when Tiger Direct changed their branding to CompUSA? Do you remember that?
I remember CompUSA,
No.
but I didn't know that was Tiger
No,
Direct.
I thought it was the opposite. I thought
No, so Tiger Direct bought CompUSA, and then they changed all their stores to CompUSA. So I worked there during that transition. Damn it, I just closed this whole control box up, but I forgot to put the filament sensor connection in. I got to open it up again. But yeah, so they changed the branding to CompUSA, which I think was a mistake because Tiger Direct at that point was just like a better, like it was a people knew it more. But when we were working there and they changed it, and we were all joking, like we're like, hey, since they like collecting failed companies, do you think they're going to buy Circuit City? And then they bought Circuit City.
Do you remember when Amazon was only a bookstore back in the day when they first started out?
I do. My account is the same one since then, and it's all like college books that I bought on that account.
Yeah, people still sell stuff out of their house on there. Like if you want a certain book, this person might have it, and then they ship it to you. You buy it through Amazon.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of their business practices. They've screwed over too many companies, especially small businesses. They're all about they're scary to deal with because like they don't care about turning profits on things because they have so many revenue streams, and they also have their tech side of things to make up those losses. So, if you're somebody that can't absorb costs, like someone like me who's got a small company, Amazon will just undercut you. And then, basically, I feel like Amazon at this point, aside from like the stuff they directly sell, the majority of it's like AliExpress with faster shipping, right? Like that's what I feel like Amazon's turned into as of recent. Miss Case Lab computers, yeah, those are fun. Those were cool computers back in the day.
I was wondering why I stopped getting their spam emails from Tiger Direct.
Yeah, I mean, I bought from them a couple years ago because most of the UPSs we have in our print farm are refurbished CyberPowers that I got from Tiger Direct because they had ones that had a 1-year warranty on them, and they had new batteries in them. They just changed. They were refurbished units, but they just changed the batteries out, and they've been working great. All right, there you go.
Hey, Tor, how you been? What have you been up to, Tor? What's going on?
Tor, can you hear us? We can't hear you. He's checking his settings. Bueller?
Yeah, it was because I used to drive to Naperville for Tiger Direct.
That was one of their warehouses. Yeah, I went there too to pick up stuff.
Yeah, because you had to, when you placed your order, you would do the local pickup there.
Yep.
And, hello.
And then
there we go.
Oh yeah, it changed my audio source, but I've talked a little bit and responded to people.
Yeah, we didn't hear you. Tor's like, nobody's listening to me. He's just getting all depressed because he thinks we're ignoring him.
No, I was looking on Amazon and stuff.
Yeah. So do you remember? So Tor, what are you working on other than the fish tank?
Trying to get my Mercury 1 printing again.
What happened to it this time?
The probe nut came loose, and so it crashed into the bed.
Well, that's
Now I'm
your
trying to
own
get it.
fault for not keeping an eye on shit.
It is within pod-in setup. It's not like off to the side.
Throw
It's the
some
one that's
Loctite.
hidden.
Throw some Loctite on it.
Ah, look, you saved that screw from going down to Narnia.
I did. Well, the other one went down. I don't know if this is the same one, but there was another M3. But I've got so many of these, it doesn't matter. All right, now I can finish the cable management.
So,
And
Jay,
then,
are you in Schaumburg? Because yeah, they're starting to tax everything in Schaumburg.
Oh, Schaumburg has always been like a kind of uppity, snooty area that charges for everything. There was I dated a girl in Schaumburg for a bit. That was a while ago.
Hoffman and Schaumburg before they were those type of areas.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Naperville's one of those kind of uppity, snooty areas too.
See,
We have, Indiana, there's like Crown Point, St. John. It's all like, it's like the same equivalent, kind of the snooty, like super, like gated community types. Like, where did I put my PTFE cutter? I just had it. I cut the tubing for this, but I set it on my desk. Here's the rest of that tubing.
love seeing Tim drop the screws. Yep, we all been there.
What's up, Tom? Tom's actually the one. If you guys got Jelly Bellies, he's actually sent us a bunch of candy and a bunch of Jelly Bellies.
Oh, I love Jelly Bellies.
He also sent the doggos. If you saw the last Ask Tim, he also is the one who sent the doggos all the 2 boxes of toys. Which, by the way, Comet, there was like a teddy bear in there, and Comet has not destroyed it. He is obsessed with that toy. Like, he just carries it around in his mouth all the time. It's like his baby. He tries to take it outside. We don't let him take it outside because, like, we don't want to get all gross, you know. Like, you have dogs, John. You know the outside toys. Like, that's outside.
Oh, yeah.
It's inside toy, outside toy. Like,
So, you're gonna not like this, but I don't give our dogs toys because
you monster.
I know. Well, that's because when they were puppies, there was a huge connection with giving them 2 toys and chewing up stuff.
Oh,
Just
see,
not-
I don't know how. I mean, Comet's smart enough to not do that, and he's pretty dumb.
Every puppy I've had has chewed up a pair of expensive boots, a corner of a cabinet in the kitchen, palm tree in the backyard that was small, different dogs, and they grow out of it. Right now, I go to Goodwill and places like that, and I get stuffed animals, and they chew on those when they want to in the living room. I got like 10 of them laying on the floor. One dog likes to take the eyes out of them and drop them on the floor. Then when she does that,
my parents had a golden retriever. It was a golden retriever yellow lab mix, and she would chew all the eyes off of her toys. She did not want any toys looking at her. It was like the most unhinged thing. I was like, this is really unnerving. This dog is just chewing the eyeballs off of all of their toys.
Well, they don't swallow them; they just spit them out on the carpet, and pick them up. But it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
She likes eyes.
So Ed lives in New York City. I'm sorry. And they charge him to take a shit, but they're still not
Wait, what?
in California.
Wait, what? They charged him to take a shit?
Probably.
Oh, they charge. I live in New York. Oh, no. I think he's talking about they put in like those bathrooms. There was like public bathrooms. I saw a video about those because they were like self-cleaning or something like that.
Oh, the one bathroom that cost like $5 million to build or something.
Yeah.
I remember being a teenager. Somewhere they were charging for the stalls. I don't remember where it was, but I do remember going under the door because I had to go. So I didn't have any money. I went on the door.
Tor has all sorts of videos of like the random crackheads in his area because he's in California.
Yeah, I see a lot of videos in California. The homeless problem. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
People can't sell their properties or businesses. They're not getting business. They can't sell them. It's just a huge nightmare. I think it's Soylent Green when I see stuff like that.
Ed clarified. He said it's just joking around. It's all the taxes. And
Oh yeah.
we're asked about what do you think about borons. I said I don't have one. I'd like to build one sometime, but don't have one.
I think they're cool. I think they're a little overhyped though. The only reason, I mean, I'm obviously very transparent with about my thoughts on things is if their community wasn't so toxic, I would build one and showcase it. But I don't want to give a community that's full of entitled. I'm just gonna say it. Like I'm not saying everybody, but there's the majority of them, and most people have had negative experiences. Like there's a lot of entitled pricks in there that talk down
There's
to
a lot of
people
loud
instead of
ones.
helping them.
Well, there's
Yeah.
definitely a camp for certain printers. Let's just say that I'm not
Yeah.
in the camp of any printers.
Yeah, I'm not in either. I mean, the only ones like I'm not a fan of the bamboos because of the cloud crap and the proprietariness. I do think that they're nice machines, and it's cool that people are getting into them. I'm just hoping that it doesn't end up biting people in the ass like I think it will. Once they start changing things, you know what I mean? Or like, if they're like, okay, we're discontinuing this printer, oh, you can't get parts for it. Oh, just buy our new model. Like, it's
That's what I don't want to see happen. I mean, I have a bamboo, but when
Yeah.
we look at terms of service, right? How many of us really look at it like the IP?
Oh, I went through their whole terms of service. It's actually against their terms of service, and they can terminate your account if they catch you modifying your printer. It's actually in their terms of service. Like I get they're covering their ass, but I don't want you shouldn't have that. Like I'm fine with them saying, hey, if you modify the printer and it damages it, like your warranty is void. That's
that's the way it should
normal
be.
stuff. But hey, like if they literally say that if you breach the terms of service because you modify the machine or try to reverse engineer anything, like whether it's for business or for personal, that they'll just basically give you the boot and then you have the paperweight because like that printer, is very heavily dependent on the cloud stuff. And yes, there's LAN mode. I kind of want to get one just to do forensics on it, like just to see what it's doing.
How much data is actually going out.
Yeah, what is it going?
Going with Tech Dad says, Bamboo and
Yeah,
Braun
Tom,
both
I
have
am-
toxic groups, but love their printers. Yeah, guys just stay away from their groups. Period.
Yeah.
If you don't have nothing nice to say about somebody, scroll past it, move on, don't say anything.
Yep.
Because the internet never forgets your comments.
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier. If someone says something you don't like, just either tell them they're being a dickhead or just do nothing and move on or block them. Like, people are going to be stupid. The latest in just idiots that we've been dealing with. We had a guy that bought some plugs from us. He claimed all of them failed in 8 months. So okay, one failed, whatever, bad plug, right? But all four, I want to get him back to see what happened. Well, we told him we'd replace him. He just needs to send them back. And then he starts leaving negative reviews everywhere, even after we've already told him we'll replace them. And then, just goes on or initially says, okay, well, I have one. I threw them all out because they're garbage, just like your company. I'm like, I'm trying to help you. They were also out of warranty before we even offered the extended warranty on them. He was already out of warranty, and I told him we'd work with him to get him switched out. And then I followed up again with him when we've been talking about extending warranty coverage on certain products that are like our, higher end stuff or our flagship products. And I say, hey, they're covered, send them back. And, it's just I don't get why people have to actively be a pain in the fucking ass. I'm trying to help you here. There's no need for you to go and try to call us all this horrible stuff. I get you're frustrated, but I'm telling you, we're going to replace them. That's it. And he clearly doesn't. He's like, well, it's a 10 amp relay. That's too much. And my buddy, who's an engineer, says, they're only rated for 75% of that. I was like, I have the data sheet. Here's the data sheet. I don't know what your friend is talking, but you can look up the data sheet. They're rated for 10 amps at 120 volts.
Hold on, Tim. Yeah, Tom, this is going to be on YouTube and Rumble for you to view later.
It's like the person that orders something, eats most of it, and then complains it didn't taste. That's wasn't cooked correctly. Yeah.
Try not to complain about your food and send it back because you might get a little bit of extra when it comes back to your table. So be careful how you complain.
It's I get you're frustrated, but I can't. If let's say there actually is a problem with them, I have no idea what that problem is if I can't get them back and crack them open.
So we went to Buffalo Wild Wings, right? I ordered something that was just way too hot. And I had 2 wings, right? This was Sam with Sam and Ken. And
we're almost done. Look how nice this looks now.
And so the waitress comes by. She's like, Did you not like it? I said, no, I made a mistake. I ordered something way too hot. No big deal. My
I'm a
mistake.
basic white guy and I can't handle the heat.
Oh yeah, basically I did say that. So something similar. And she's like, "You want us to get you something else?" I'm like, "That's up to you. I'm not asking for anything else. I made the mistake, right?" So then she got me another to go. I was like, that was nice, but just be upfront and honest, right?
Well,
Plus, I won't go there again.
We've told people like multiple times, like even if you're out of warranty, contact us. And like here's the thing, he said like 2 of the plugs failed like a month out of warranty. Contact us. Worst we can say is no, but we're gonna tell you, hey, send them back. If it's a month out, I'm pretty lenient on stuff. Like as long as you're not being a jagoff, like whatever, just send them back. I'll replace them. Because the other thing too is like especially
or even a discount or something.
Yeah, well, but stuff like that, it's like I want to get them back, like and make sure there was like maybe it was just like here's the thing, you can just get bad batches of stuff. Like maybe the relays on his run, he just got got luck of the draw and got crappy relays on his. And either way, I want to find out what it is so I can open them up, disassemble them, take pictures, send it to the manufacturer, be like, hey guys, I just wanted to report this, and then if we log it internally, and then hey, if we see that we're seeing a lot of failures with these relays, let's change them out to a different part. You know what I mean? Like. Just because, like, even if it's only a couple percent, that's still too high for me. I want to change them out so they're a little more robust, right? That's just what I do. Most companies don't do that, but that's what I do. I don't mind spending a little bit more and having a product that's going to last longer. That's my goal.
Well, Tom, we're not going back to B-dubs though anymore because they charge $1.50 for a little thing of ranch now.
They do that. I saw that. Yeah.
So we're not going back after that. So
since Tom's watching, and I know Tom. Hang on, Tom. I gotta know who's your favorite doggo. Is it Comet or is it Remo? Look at how pathetic it is. Do you see how needy this dog is, John? Come here. Hi. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Are you a good boy? He's still got a little bit of white on the top of his head. It's like almost gone, but he's still got a little bit of white on the top here. Come here. I'm gonna pick you up. I know you want up. There we go. He's only 80 pounds now. He just loves to be pet. Look at him. He's such a good boy. He's such a good boy. Yeah. Oh, he's got teeth going. Oh, Remo sneezed. He's like, what was that? He's a good boy. He's a good boy. I'm compiling the firmware right now, so if I get laggy, that's why.
Oh, I was like, why is my headphones crackly?
Yeah.
It's Tim crackling.
Top set tough. I'm gonna go with Comet. I find like people that are very more laid back, they like him more, and people that are more like Type A, they like Remo. Remo is a very intense personality. I joke. I was like, because
I like
Remo's
Remo.
my dog. Like Remo's my dog, and Comet's Chris's dog, and I was like, Remo's like more like me. He's more like, intense and crazy.
Yeah.
But he's also really smart. And then you got Comet, who's just really laid back and just goes with the flow, and he's Chris's dog. But look at him. You can tell he was napping. Look at him.
Yeah, I like Remo just because I like German Shepherds.
I love German Shepherds. They're beautiful dogs.
Howdy.
Tor is a real person. Talked to Tom before. Look at him. Look at this dog. He is such a sweetheart. I love him so much.
I gotta make some pork chops, so we'll be listening in the kitchen. So.
So I played with a new plugin. If you guys add more than $50 of stuff to your cart, you can add a discounted bottle of bed cement to your cart. It's 15% off if you spend 50 or more.
Cool.
It'll pop up. We have automatic coupons now. I've been doing more fun stuff and promotions. But yeah, Ed on YouTube is saying, why don't I hear about the bed glue? It's just really good glue at a really good price, and we've been using it in our farm for like 6 months now at this point. So
a while now, yeah.
Yeah. Right now it's I think right now I'd like to put it on sale. A normal price, the highest you'll pay for a 50 mil is $13. The sale price is 10, which what it is right now. For comparison, Vision Miner is over $20. It's $25 for a 50. And then our 100 mil bottles are 20 on sale, 24 normally, or 23. It's either 23 or 24, but it's less than half the price of Vision Miner, and it works. I think it works better because it releases easier when the print's done, and the bottles are a lot nicer. So I have one around here. I moved it over there. they're all over my office. But I'm going to put it on this printer when I run the test print.
Did you hear I'm printing this 7 foot tall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's
you're
that coming
not-
along?
I've only got 5 spools I went through. It's going to take a total of 30. I'm waiting on Polymaker to send me more filament, but as you can see, here's part of a foot.
I understand how that
Damn.
works.
So that'll be pretty cool once.
Are you going to use Gloop with it?
Yeah, they're sending me out some right now. They're sponsoring it. So when it gets here and I get more filament, I'll print the whole waist section. Then I'll do the next video and I'll glue it together in a video and et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, that'll be
All right.
cool when it's done.
I'm about to. All right, let's see. I just put the SD card in with the firmware. Let's go ahead. Hopefully his SD slot works. It's got a 422 board in it with a Giga device chip. Looks like it's flashing.
So it's a loud boy.
Yeah, it is a loud boy. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. Bye-bye Creality firmware.
Yeah.
Get some quality shit in there. All right, let me go grab the bedsman. I'm going to show Ed how easy this is. Easy.
So tripod, you're cooking pork chops, huh?
Yep.
Boneless or bone in?
All right.
The wife got boneless.
Okay, ready? Ready? Dab, dab, dab. Woo. I got to adjust the wheels on here and check the belts. But then we're going to be ready to run a test.
Now-
Oh, wait, I forgot
How
to
long
set
does
the
that
ease
last on there, Tim?
I get anywhere from 10 to 15 prints typically. So it's like your mileage may vary, but that's about the average. So, but yeah, there's a little valve in here. So if you need more, you just squish it on. And if you notice, it gives you time to apply it. So like Vision Miner evaporates really quick. We're a little less heavy on the IPA for the base. There's still IPA in here. But I play with different percentages because I wanted to make sure that you had time to work with it. Because like, I got a bunch here. I can just go back here and spread it back out instead of having to waste more of the solution. So, and then you turn the bed on and it evaporates away. So, is TH3 looking at the new Raspberry Pi for the Octoprint kits? No, because they're very power hungry, and we are not even utilizing the full Pi 4s. There's no point to using the Pi 5s with printers. Even the Clipper guys will tell you that. There's no point in using the Pi 5s. The Pi 5s pull almost twice as much power, so you'd have to have a more expensive. Basically, just increase the cost of the product. And yes, on paper it's faster, but in practice it doesn't matter. Like there's no point of them. Like I was thinking about that. We were gonna like close out a bunch of the Pi. I was like, you know what? They're still gonna make the Pi 4s. It doesn't make sense for us to switch over because it's just gonna increase the cost, and the customers are not gonna get any benefit. Like we will not even benefit from going with a faster board. Like to give you an idea, when it's running like
anything would even benefit from it.
There's none. I mean, even when you run the camera, you're doing time lapses, you're pulling the interface up, you're maybe hitting 30% CPU on the Pi 4.
I've never seen any lag
pointless.
on running Octoprint on the Pi 4.
I run them on Pi 3Bs, and we still have Pi 3B and 3B pluses in the print farm. We keep running them because they haven't died yet, and they still run just fine.
All right, I got to go, people. I got to cook
Bye,
some dinner.
John.
Have a
You
good
care,
gonna go
great day.
make me my dinner, John?
Well, Tim, I didn't. I'll respond to your text. It wasn't official where I was going that weekend, but now it is. So.
Okay.
Uh,
So are you going to be able to make it or no?
No, won't because
okay.
I'm actually going to the Lightburn thing. So.
Oh, I see how it is. I see how.
Well, I don't want anyone
wow.
to really think that we have a relationship going, Tim. You know, I mean, hush, hush. So
Make a video about it, John. Everything's a video, no matter where you go.
Radio. Yeah.
Yeah, check it out. I mean, I wanted to go, but I'm not that into lasers, so it's like, whatever.
Yeah, I may have a few. So
Yeah.
Joe was
you have a
asking if
ton.
I was going. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. So TechDad47 is asking, maybe the cost of Pi 4 will drop. That's what I'm hoping because like we have the R4 Plus and like it's not on the website right now, and the only reason we're not restocking those is because the boards are expensive. They're the Rock Pi C4s. They're great boards, but they're $80-something a cost. The Pi 4s we paid like $58-something with tax on them. You know, so I was able to lower the price of the Pi kits. If we can get Pi 4s for even cheaper, I'm going to lower the price even further because we can go with the 1 gig or even the 2 gig boards and still get the same performance. Like we're barely touching, like we're not even breaking past the 1 gig of RAM usage mark with Octoprint.
Hey,
Like,
Tim,
What?
I'm trying to interrupt. I got to go too, guys. Everybody have a great
Oh,
day.
you're
I'll see you
fine.
later.
Thanks for stopping
Have a
by,
good
Jerry.
one.
Take it easy.
Bye.
See you guys.
So it's just the TH3D crew now. Oh yeah. Oh, I was like, wait, I got to do something. So I got to heat the hot end up. Everything's heating. Let's go ahead. Oh, I got to set the E steps. I was like, there was one other thing in the firmware I did not set. I got to set the E steps for the. I got to set the E steps for the extruder because we're rocking the Tough Extruder V2. I'm glad I had some extra stuff laying around because, like I said, this printer is actually for an 11-year-old kid, and his dad was covering. He told me like I'll cover half the labor because our labor charge is $100, and he's like, then his dad has his own company, so he's like having the kid work off, like work for it, which is great. I think that's great to see because like there's so many kids these days that their parents just give them everything, they end up being spoiled little shits, you know. So, but I was like, hey, like I've got stuff. This is open box. It's basically new. Like the extruder that's on here is actually the one I took the photos with. So it's new. It's just open, right? And then we put an Easy Build Pro, which I had a bunch of the older ones. I was like, yes, it's older, but it works great. Like we're still using them on most of our printers here. I have one printer with NG on it. I'm probably gonna lag again.
Yep.
Yep. We got to add, hey, Tor, can you add, if you can hear me, if you can add a task to update our example E-step lines and all the firmware configs to include the new extruder, I'm going to do that because we still have just the original one, the V1. I might put like a note, like move it down below, just like make a task like update. If you got any other suggestions too for other extruder steps to put in there, maybe also the Microsoft's NG. I think that probably...
NG.
Yeah. Let's just make a list of them. You know, on the task how you can make like multiple like bullet point items under the task itself. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, good. All right. Put that bin file. I think that's going to be it. Got the filament sensor on there. All right. I got to heat this up. I'm gonna change the nozzle out for him. Looking good though. So he'll be able. They're up in Michigan right now. They're gonna come down and pick up the printer on the way back through. And hey, it'll be kind of cool if he wants to see what we did on the printer. I mean, there's a bunch of like random stuff in the video too, but they can see what we did on the printer. All right. The configuration, advanced settings, steps per millimeter, 407. All right, we're good. All right, I just need to heat this hot end up. We're gonna go to 40 or 240 on here is what I like to heat it up to. Gotta grab him a new nozzle out of my little stash here. Oh, I still have a CR10S4 or CR10S Pro nozzle in here with that weird ass thread. We don't need that anymore because we got rid of that janky hotted setup. All right, take the socket off here. That is a weird nozzle. The nozzle doesn't actually have like a hex on it. Look at this. Tor.
Wait, what? Is that rounded?
Bro, there's a 0.25 in here. A 0.25 steel.
What?
No wonder he was having all sorts of issues. So they bought this as a return print. This is some weird ass nozzle in here. It's a 0.2. No wonder they were having so many problems. Man,
Oh, it
like
has the two flat sides. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, we're getting rid of that.
Right. Black has not completed. What do you mean?
Yeah, that would make sense. I don't know why he was screwing around with 0.2. 240 with PLA. We are. Tom says after watching us for about a year, he's finally understand what you were saying. That's good. All right. So we hot tightened to 240, and I'm going to push this tubing down in to make sure this is fully seated in the hot end. Okay. We'll make sure the back of the tubing is up against the rear of the nozzle. I know that sucker's in there. All right. At this point, we are ready to run the test print. The nozzle left out on my bed here. Oh wait, we're not ready to run the test. I gotta adjust the hang on, I gotta adjust the eccentric ones. Clean out his stock here. His stock's actually in good shape, so we're gonna leave that. All right. It got pissed off and said heating failed on E1 because of the nozzle change. I went a little too slow. I'm gonna double check here too. I want to make sure he doesn't mess with the heater part. This grub screw for the heater. Oh, that's in all there. Okay. I'm gonna double check these little screws here for the hot end. That was tight. Tight. I want to make sure that everything is checked so they don't have to worry about it. Tom just scared the crap out of me. He like hit the door behind me. It sounded like somebody banging on the door. I was like, who the hell is outside my house? I'm not expecting guests.
When their tails smack the wall
Dude,
and stuff.
Comet's tail is a damn table clearer. Like, it's right at that perfect level, and he goes by and just whoosh everything off the table. Alright, so that's...
He's a happy boy.
He is a happy boy. Alright.
I can't
That
sleep.
one's loose. That one's loose to tell.
We do not, Dimitri.
Yeah, we
Here's
don't
the
carry...
Mark 3-4.
Yeah, we carried Crucial plates for a bit, but they didn't sell. It's not really our market, so we stopped carrying them. All right, then we got just the bed wheels. The bed belt tension feels good. I already did the X. I actually showed them while they were here how to adjust the X. All right, bed feels good. Front one, let's get the back one done. I'm underneath. Can't really show you that easily, but going under here, the eccentric nuts are on this side. All right. Let's see. I got to find out if I have to flip the switch on the ABL kit. It's so loud. I forgot how loud these boards are. Let's see. I might have to flip the switch for yes or no?
Yes.
Oh, you're right. Right. Turn it off. Go in here. Flip the switch. And we'll rehome it. All right. We are nearing completion. What's that? Not bad. 2 hours. About what I figured. So I figured when we figure that like $100 charge, figure about 2 hours of work. You know, I mean, I could if I wasn't as thorough, I could probably get it down to like an hour, hour and a half. But again, I want to like make sure everything is done correctly. There we go. Get the sensor mounted and calibrated. Move Z. So these are not pre-calibrated, so these have to be calibrated. Do you think we've had less issues with people in the sensor calibration since we're getting those all pre-calibrated now? With the NGs?
I haven't had as many people having it
like questions and stuff about it.
Yeah.
That's good.
At least not with the calibration. They still mess up and forget to do a probe test.
Well, we're gonna do that.
Big surprise.
All right. Double check this again. Go back to home, auto home. I wish I could do all that in 2 hours. All right. Let's do an M48 probe test. CR Touch users are seething at the speed. It was so low, it's just like, yeah, it's basically 0.
We're good.
I'm gonna do it one more time. Yeah, that basically, so like there's some weird, it's a rounding thing with Marlin. I mean, that's good. That means everything's running good. And this is running their knockoff power supplies, so I will say the new knockoff power supplies are better than the old knockoff power supplies.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh man, look at that. Look at that, Tori.
Not bad.
What do you mean,
Not bad at all.
You little shit. That's really good. That's damn good. Not bad. All right. I'm gonna load up. I'm gonna load up a file on the SD card, and we're gonna do a test print. Make sure this is all working good for him. Does anybody know how to separate files on Mesh Mixer? And if so, I'm in need of some help. Spunky Monkey was asking that over on Rumble. Do you know how to separate files in Mesh Mixer? I know how to do like plane cuts. Like, I mean, I could probably bodge it. I am not, for the record, I am not an expert on modifying and doing 3D design. I'm decent.
I could
but
Google it.
you could Google it. I mean, I could fumble through it. Yeah, chasing zeros. Yeah, that's basically what. Yeah, Tom says chasing zeros. That's basically it. At a certain point, it's diminishing returns, but we like to have bragging rights. You know what I mean? All right, I'm gonna print Cali Dog because that's the best test model ever. Because doggos are the best. Let me use my Ender 3 profile here. In the Prusa slicer. All right. SD card in. Oh wait, it might help if I load a filament. Let me grab. What do I have? So I got some of our stuff here. We got some Sporkle here. We got a purple Sporkle.
Actually.
Let's see. Now we're gonna do our Stardust here. How's that sound? Some Stardust for our test print.
I want to get some of our newer stuff to play with.
We should be getting more stuff in very soon, actually.
Thank you.
Getting a restock plus. I mean, I would say probably in about 3 to 4 weeks we should have more. We should have more of stuff that's out of stock, and we should also have more colors. We're gonna be adding like what 30 something colors, I think. We're talking about that.
Can't wait. That's a lot of pages to make. Lots of pictures. Lots of prints.
All right, there we go. Exterior's working. All right, feed that in.
That's your stage name? We should probably get like 4 or 5 prints together that will fit on like an Ender 3 plate
Yeah.
for test prints for each of the new filaments.
Yeah, I was telling Krista we should.
Not just like one at a time, just get. It's like, all right, here's the 5 prints we need for this product page. All on plate.
or pooping plastic.
Hey,
Silence turns to Timber Tor. Which power supply would you suggest for less jet takeoff noise for my Sierra 6 Max? I think that has a Meanwell in it. And honestly, you're probably going to be best off just like replacing the fan because that printer pulls a lot of power. Doug, we built the CR6 Max, like rebuilt one. Doug bought one is basically parts only off Facebook for like $50. Like just that power supply that came with was worth it. And it had a new control board and everything. Which actually, if you want a spare control board and screen, I'm selling the control board and screen he got on that one on our website right now in our B stock category. Also, if anybody of you guys are watching, if you guys go check out, if you want to look at some used stuff that we have for really cheap, like boards, screens, that kind of stuff, check it out. Highly recommend going through there. There's screens, there's universal boards, there's stock control boards, there's all sorts of stuff here. And that's just like random things. But yeah, I mean, if it's really bothering you, I would just manually change it out to something that's like do some sort of ducting setup where you can push it through. But yeah, I mean, the reality is when you have a printer, like that printer pulls a lot of power, it's going to have a noisy power supply just because of how much heat it's going. Oh yeah, before the print starts here, I'm going to go ahead and lube up. Take some white lithium grease here and just lube up the guy's rod here.
beautiful. Perfect first layer.
Yeah. Get that on
Yes,
here,
sir.
and then I'll go ahead and...
My Boron V0 running Marlin.
Is that the most reliable one?
Not this one. Right now, none of them are reliable.
What?
Everything's going wrong.
It's all going wrong. So once this test print's done, I'll go ahead and run the Z up and down. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do that before. I want to have the best print quality. I'm going to run the Z up and down here before I get this started. Oh, I didn't realize my siren was still on. Oopsie. All right, there we go. All right, we're going to print from SD. Kelly Dog. I gotta find my TH3D ruler. I don't know what the hell happened to it. I had one here. I'm gonna go check the garage really quick. I saw Tom ask my headset. I'm using the Corsair HS70. They have the pros out. I love them.
Pro wireless? Logitech something. Something. I don't know. They have so many things that are the exact same name.
I don't know what happened to my ruler. Like, I use that damn TH3D ruler all the time. I don't know what the hell happened to it.
Here it is, Tim. Here you go.
Fight me. Fight me. It does me a lot of good. Being all the way there in California. I'll probably have to go steal. We got a bunch of them right now. I'll probably go steal a couple. This is like one of the best little stupid cheap like tools we added. Like, I use it a lot, and now that it's missing, I'm like, get out of luck. I think the last time I saw it was when I was working on Sean's lawnmower. I used it to measure the height of his deck, like for the mower deck, and I don't know what happened to it after it. So I think I got lost in the abyss of what is my garage.
I'll be right back. I can still
All
hear
right.
you though.
No, you're fine. So, also people are asking about my headset. Another bot? I don't see another bot. Oh wait, yeah, I see one. Good call. I'm glad YouTube's not the only one that has spam bots in their shit. Rumble's got them too, apparently. We're running a test print. I'm going to store the Z offset here. All right. It's printing. Another Ender 3 fixed. Although with the stock housing, you can't see too much. There we go. Look at that. It's almost like I know what I'm doing.
At least print them a better duct.
Are there better ducts for the stock one? I've never printed one because I've always just replaced the whole setup.
There should be a few decent ones.
Are there? I mean, if you want to send me one, I'll print one up. My Ender 6 is almost done with its print job. I'm printing one up in ABS. They're not picking up till like afternoon tomorrow. This came out great. I am going to use some Google on the. I'm going to use some Google on the power supply because there was like a sticker on there.
What's up, Mike?
I was going to say there are dumb questions, but we are used to answering dumb questions, so go right ahead. I hate how people are like, there are no dumb questions. There are dumb questions, but go ahead. We are used to answering dumb questions. Look at that.
Pretty.
Printing well on the first go. Hell yeah. And we have more people watching on Rumble than we do YouTube right now. This is amazing. That's wild. We got 22 watching on Rumble. We got 18 watching on YouTube. I think it'd be how crazy it'd be if we got like featured on the front page of Rumble. That'd be cool.
I would be too bad.
I'm just looking. Scrolling through the front page to see if we show up at all.
What category are we under?
We're under technology. Yeah, I don't see us on the front page.
Yeah, it's
One
not
could
of the top
one
live.
could hope.
Well, we are one of the only two.
We are one
streaming
of
in
the,
this
yeah, under
category.
technology. We were one of the other two. Wow.
I got an ad and I can't mute it. Oh no.
Hell yeah. I did try your bed cement. I love it. I'm on the 5th print, with no uses or warping. I lay a very thin coat and compared to the others. Yeah, I mean it's legitimately a really good product. Like I'm really happy with it. Like we switched over our own stuff. Like we're not selling or using Vision Miner anymore. I mean, like I said, in comparison to Vision Miner, like my gripes with Vision Miner were the bottle. It sucked. I hated using the brush, and then it held on too strongly sometimes, and it would damage plates. So ours is a little less aggressive in terms of how it holds when it cools down. Ours definitely releases easier when it cools down. I'm sorry I didn't see this. Michael 81160 is asking. Well, I have a strip of RGBW NeoPixel. They work on the EasyBoard V2 and Unified 2 firmware. So if you want it to just work without having any firmware changes, it'll only do the RGB. You could use 15. Our strips have 15 pixels, but yes, you can use them on there. I would not go over 30 pixels though, depending on what they are. If you're injecting power from an external source, you can run theoretically as many pixels as Marlin will support. But you can modify the code. So if you look in the code and look at the Easy 220 settings, like I can show you really quick because this firmware actually has settings for it. So let me share the screen here.
It's easy to modify.
Yeah, it's easy to modify. It's not hard. So if you look in the configuration H file, let me switch these two here. Hang on. There we go.
There we go.
So if we look in here, so we have like our and the easy board stuff. You're gonna have to compile it yourself or edit the config file and then upload it on the website. So anyways, if we just do a Control C and Control F and search for Neo 220, you'll see it jumps down here. So you'll see the number of pixels is specified here. So if you had like 30, you would put 30 here. There's also different settings here, and I left the notes in here. So Neo GRBW or Neo GRB. So if you had the RGBWs, you could do Neo GRBW and change it. Basically, play around with it and see what works with your strips and what doesn't. If for some reason you can't get it working, we do have paid technical support that we could help you get those third-party lights working on the easy board through going through and trial and error. But you could also do the same thing yourself. So the nice thing about having source code for your printer, which you can't do with printers like the Bamboo, is you can modify it how you like, even if it's not what the manufacturer supports. Flexibility. So, all right, let's see. Mike said, dumb question. I installed a piece of bone tube in the tough extruder. Now I can't remove to replace it. Any help would be appreciated. So what I would do, I've had sometimes the PTFE fittings grab really hard. The easiest way to get around that is to take the extruder apart, and then it will release the tension on the tube on the fitting. If you're talking about the fitting that is on the input side, you're basically going to have to just push on. I usually will take like a wrench like this, and on PTFE fittings in general, and push it so the fitting is like touching the back of this, and push down on it, and just pull out. So there's no easy way to do it, but sometimes PTFE fittings will get bound up, and that's what happens. Look at that. Look how nicely that's printing to her. Beautiful. So he won't have to mess with bed leveling. He can run TPU on here because we got the tough tube with the tough extruder V2. I see a kitty cam.
He's not happy.
He is not happy. He's like, screw you. Stop using me for clout, you whore. So speaking of the Easy ABL, I'm gonna run a little promotion for our own product real quick.
Hi there, Frank George here. As a doctor, I know a thing or two about probing. Indeed I do. I love something that's easy to install, easy to use, and backed by a real support team. And that's why I choose TH3D Easy ABL Kit for my 3D printers. I prefer not to waste countless hours trying to figure out how to connect things to my machine when I could be printing instead. With the TH3D Easy ABL, you get technical support, easy to use firmware, quality parts, amazing accuracy, and there's no moving parts. What are you waiting for? Head over to their site at easyabl.th3dstudio.com and get one today. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy printing. The Easy ABL kit is meant for 3D printer usage only, not for medical or rectal use.
There we go. Well, there we go. Got it all done. So he can pick it up. He'll be happy. Mike said, God, just ordered another tough extruder today. Awesome. Yeah. I'll probably be shipping. Well, not probably. I'll be shipping orders tomorrow. So we got a lot. I don't know what caused the recent uptick, but I'm not complaining. I appreciate everybody's support. Like, things have been slow.
Thank you.
Yeah, things have been slow this year, and like I really genuinely appreciate everybody's support. I know there's a lot of places you can get printer parts from, and we really appreciate when you guys buy from us. So we are a very small business, and we appreciate your support. See, how many orders? I got 48 orders to ship tomorrow, and there will be more tomorrow because we're going to get more. Let's see. I'm going to see what the top item we have here. Holy shit, we have 7 pie kits going out. That's a lot. 7 pie kits.
People starting to check their email.
Yeah. Well, and we lowered the price on them too, since we are switching over the Pi 4 boards. I need to see why it says there are only 4 left in stock. I think we might be low on SD cards or something, so I got to see why.
Didn't we just we added 30?
Yeah.
And everything else should be on back order as well. if it's
Well, yeah, it'll let you. So like we have, yeah, it's. I'm checking to see what the stock because there's a bomb right, and the bomb lets me know. So what are we low on? It's not the Pi boards. It might be the SD cards. Because the calculated stock for that is 4. So I know we have tons of Pi boards. So the other stuff is stuff that we just need to order. It's probably gonna be the SD cards. I just bought more SD cards and I can get those in quickly. I'm checking. It's probably the SD cards. I missed on the texture PEI. So we will be restocking the PEI plates. I have an order in right now. Like I said, I just wanted we had a lot of inventory sitting. I wanted to give people a deal, so we're running the sale till we get the next shipment in. After the next shipment comes in, then the prices will go back up to our normal price. What do we have? What is 4 stock? Yep, it's the SD cards. So I'll get more of those on order. Do that right now. Got to enter in a purchase order. I got more 427 boards coming in. I'm really surprised that the E3 free runs boards have not been moving as fast. Because like they're really good boards for the money, for the price. Tom just got not for rectal use. Nice. Yeah, you never know. I mean, people do crazy stuff with their probes.
It's probably because there's no content on the free runs board that there's not much.
I mean, I feel like
interest
maybe we should just get a bunch in and then do content on them. Like, because they are nice boards for a budget board. I mean, they're both decent boards. They're both good, cheap boards. I mean, like I said, I'll take those over the Creality boards or the Victory Tech boards any day. It looks like we'll have more 427s on Tuesday, according to tracking. I got more SD cards coming right now. I've submitted that purchase order. Let's see. Yeah, the SD cards, the big, like these, because I want, like, they're fast cards. These I order from U.S. sellers. Just because, like, I could, like, the little 4 gig ones, those are fine to get from overseas. But, like, overseas, it's hard to get fast cards. They're really good at, like, they're really good at the smaller, cheap ones that are slower, which is fine for, like, G-code and stuff. But I like to stick with U.S. vendors for SD cards. I got a bunch of different brands we use. SanDisk is actually not one of them because you're really high on getting fakes. High risk, I should say. I'm typing and talking and not succeeding at doing that at the same time right now. I was sounding like I was having a stroke. All right. But yeah, the nice thing about the Pi kits is they're all local, so you don't have to worry about any sort of cloud shit. You can put cloud shit on there, but at least the cloud shit that they have available is stuff
cloud shit or not.
Well, you have the US based cloud stuff. Like you got Octo Everywhere, you got Obico for remote access, but like those are small businesses in the US. They're not Chinese companies, so like I trust them with my data. I don't trust Creality with my data. I don't trust Creality with my data. I don't trust Bamboo with my data. But those small
I am
companies,
curious to know what exactly goes out with the Bamboo printers. I also kind of want one.
That would be the reason I would buy one, is I want to find out what the hell they're doing on the back end, right? Like that's what interests me and what's going on with them. Got a bunch of Home Assistant updates. Let's go ahead and update our Home Assistant. Yeah, that's coming out good. And the nice thing is, I like doing this whenever I work on a printer. I just leave the print on the bed so they can see clear as day that, hey, this was printed on their machine. So we got 20. We got about 40 people watching total. 20 on Rumble and 19 on YouTube.
I gotta say, Bamboo did do probably the best multi-material implementation on a budget 3D printer.
Yeah. Wait, Micro Center and 15-day returns? Is that how short the return policy is? People complain about our 30 days. Is that seriously how short the return policy is? I've actually never looked, to be completely
I'm pretty
honest.
sure it is.
I bought from them.
It's not the first time I've heard this.
I mean, I've had good experiences with them. For printers, yes. Okay, for printers, I can see because people can screw up shit.
Yeah.
Oh, so the guy that won the $50 gift card is he's already a customer of ours.
Huh.
So
Heck yeah.
awesome. He was, yeah. All right, well, I'm going to send him his, the new system is actually really easy to send gift cards. You can actually just go to the coupon section, then hit send store credit, put their email in, put the amount, and then...
And it'll generate everything else. That'll be nice.
Yep. Bam, sent. He has his gift card now.
Print some. Oh, that's so hot. Wait.
I'm gonna try. Oh yeah, here we go. I'm just gonna let him know I sent it. Done. That was easy. Redline, thank you, sir, for becoming a YouTube member. I'm gonna look. I know Rumble has members. I'm looking to see if getting that. I'm really surprised that we are getting basically equal viewers on Rumble and YouTube. This is awesome. Shout out to my Rumble peeps. I thought it was a. Oh no, you're good. I appreciate it. I'm gonna see if Rumble has memberships too, because like I said, I'm not gonna. I know there's some people like, oh, we're gonna get off YouTube. Like, no, I want to reach as many people as we can. However, I do want to do some content that YouTube would not be a fan of on Rumble because it interests me.
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun. I mean, it's no secret that I like guns. I would like to do a 3D printed gun build on YouTube, like a Glock build. That'd be fun. I mean, Sean, I'd probably actually just ask Sean, like, hey, because he's built a ton of them and his actually work.
Yeah.
Like my buddy Sean, who used to work for me. Although Print General would know it too. I'll plug both the Seans. Oh my God, what do we want? What are we doing? Oh, here he is. He's back. The attention whore is back. I am a little attention whore, and my name is Comet. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Oh, I'm gonna beat him up. Look how vicious. I'm being attacked by a vicious golden retriever right now. Tor, send help. Send help. He's biting me. He's got my arm in his mouth. Oh no. Oh no. So vicious. Ah. There was like this chart of dogs, like deaths by dog breeds over like the last 10 years. And like, I think pit bulls were like the number one. And I think German Shepherd, they had like pit bulls had like over 100 something. And I think German Shepherds, there was like 12 or something. And then like at the bottom, there's like 3 golden retrievers. I was like, how do you get killed by a golden retriever? Like, they are the derpiest dogs. And like, I want to know the circumstances that somebody was mauled to death by a golden retriever. Like,
Right?
I have met so many golden retrievers, and they're all just big, derpy, lovable idiots. And like, what did you have to do to get killed by a golden retriever? I'm just saying. This is actually printing really damn nice. Like, they're going to be very happy with this. Oh, beautiful. There we go. There's a couple of 422 boards on our website. I actually got to go out to the. I'm going to go out to the. When I go out to the shop tomorrow, there's a couple of boards we pulled out of printers out there, like some of the stock 422 boards with the A4098 drivers. I mean, I'm charging $20 for it. I feel like $20 for the 422 board is actually a pretty damn good deal, even for used. Because here's the thing, they're not quiet, but they work. You want a cheap board to get your printer back up and running, like, you know. 43 is that? Where is that, Mike? Do I mean, I'll just search it. On the C? Oh, I found him. Okay. You know, actually, a 43X build would be good because that I wanted that actual one, like, but I never got it. So like a 43X build would actually be perfect because I really want that done. I think the 43X is a 1.5 stack, isn't it? Tor, you probably don't know. I think that's
No idea.
The 43. I think the 43 was a single stack, and I think the 43X is a 1.5 stack if memory serves. If memory serves correct. Yeah, Truggy says correct. Yeah, I mean, that's actually like perfect. Like that would be the oh, it's a single. Okay, yeah, because like I wanted something smaller, like because like during like my go-to for my carry is a 26 Gen 3 that I've had for a while. I've got a 34 Gen 5 for a fun one. It's got like a red dot on there and a different magwell and all sorts of stuff. It's just for funsies. But yeah, like the 43X, I think like that's a nice size to like for a carry. It's a little bit smaller. Yeah, and it's still a 9. I'm that guy that I will not buy a different caliber handgun because I don't want to buy multiple calibers. 3 for Joe just posted ratioing at YouTube creators part 1 complete.
Oh God. Oh.
That's hilarious. Sorry, thinking of sick. Yeah. No, a single stack 9 would be nice.
5.
GSS. I really need to see. We should have like I wouldn't do it on YouTube, but like a 2A friendly 3D printing hangout on Rumble would be cool. The nice thing is because like Rumble uses RTMP for streaming, even though StreamYard doesn't support like Rumble natively, you just put in your stream URL and your key and boom. So we're live on YouTube and Rumble right now.
It just works.
386 for a 43 mouse. That's really good. I don't need it. Cue that meme where it's like SpongeBob's like, I don't need it. I don't need it.
Okay, let's see if this finally gets this printer going.
Yeah, yesterday, like I slept like crap yesterday, so I
Same.
ended up napping. I got nothing done yesterday, aside from that bidet that ended up wasting like 3 hours because it had a leak. I was a little pissed about that. Krista got the door painted for that bathroom, so we built that bathroom downstairs, and like the door was like primed. We got it primed. Comment, where are you? I'm looking at my cameras. Where? I see Remo. I feel like Comet's looking no good. Hang on. I'm going to let them out.
I need to grab something. Turn on the AC. It's hot.
Yeah, it's 54 here right now, Tor. It's 54. 54. HA went off about the alarm system? What? Oh, it's this. Oh, because I updated. Yeah, I'm updating Home Assistant. Krista did not hear me say that I was updating Home Assistant. Yeah, I gotta get like a Telegram chat or something going for like the 2A printed stuff. Or actually, I'm gonna go ahead and we got the 2A section in our Discord. I'll probably ping them and be like, where should I get parts from? Unless is Mike still like medium Mike? Like if I was gonna do, I really want to do a printed one. I've never done a printed one. I want to do that. It's on my bucket list of stuff to do for printing. Like where are there? What is like the preferred site to get parts from? Because I know you need a bunch of metal parts for the actual lower part. That's where I have no idea because I haven't ventured into that. So I'm like the guy that like I'm not a gun nut. I know how to take care of and clean my own and break them down and work on them. But everything outside of that, I don't. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't tell you any other company's brand or models of firearms that are not ones I don't own. So part of that was intentional because I have a lot of expensive hobbies already. So like, you know what I mean? I have the drone. Tor, I think you can still hear me, can't you? He might have walked out of range of his headset. But like, I've got like, yeah, you can send it to Tim at TH3DC here. I'll post it in chat. Also, like, I put my email out here. If you guys do not use that email for support stuff, please go through our official channels. But if you got cool stuff to send me, feel free to use that. Or, if you are a business or want to work together with us, feel free to use that. But that email's for not for support. But yeah, like, what was I saying? Like, yeah, so like I have a motorcycle, but like I really don't do anything other than ride it. But that could be an expensive hobby. I have drones, which is an expensive hobby. Like the firearms could also be an expensive hobby, but
Drones is mostly just an expensive hobby to start. If you don't crash, then it's pretty cheap.
Yeah, well, tell that to my. I mean, here's the thing. When I rebuilt my 250, I went crazy on the frame. I got those 6mm thick carbon fiber arms. Like, so there's
I got
that.
mine right here.
Here, I'll pull that up. Yeah, you still get out there and fly, don't you?
I need to go fly more.
Yeah, I don't do.
flown in
Yeah,
a while.
we both fly FPV. Yeah, I won't. I'm the DJIs are cool if you want to do a video. Again, I'm the same way with the drones as with the printers. I want stuff I can tinker with. I want stuff I can work on. I want stuff I can upgrade. You know what I mean? Like the DJIs do nothing for me. Like I had a guy. Oh, there we go. We're done. Let's see how the print came out. Focus, you fuck. How's that, Tor? That is like perfect.
I like it. I like that.
They're gonna be very happy with that. Yeah, I did a 5% infill. This actually printed really damn well. Even on the overhang on the tail. So I think the customer's gonna be very happy with this printer. All right, so I'm gonna show here. So we got this. I'm gonna show the before and after. Okay, how's that? Can I share photos on here? Oh, I have to like show. Hang on. Okay, so this is the printer right now. Okay, look at it. Look how nice everything is. So we've got nice cable manager here, the new extruder, ABL kit installed. Nice new. Well, this is a plate I gave them. This is like a slightly used plate, but a new plate set up, stronger magnet. All the cables are managed. Got a filament sensor added, so he can actually print long prints and not run out of filament. Filament sensor added. Everything's all cable managed. I am going to clean this up. I'm going to get this is like a sticker that was on the power strip. I'm clean that up for him. Did crimped ferrules on all the wire terminals, made sure all the fans are good, adjusted all the V-slot wheels, tensioned the belts. So I tensioned the belts off camera. I did that while he was here so I could show them how to do it. So that's what it looked like. That's what it looks like now. I'll show you what it looks like when it got brought here because it looks like a completely different printer. So, and I'm doing this because this is fun. You guys can see the kind of work I do. And also, if you guys want your printers fixed, I fix printers. So if you guys are in the area, we service the Northwest Indiana and Chicagoland area. I can pick your printer up. You can also drop it off. Let's see here. Share screen. Window. Here we go. So this is what the printer started as. Where'd my screen share go? There we go. So this is what the printer started as. This is how it came to me. Okay.
Beautiful.
There was the extruder. You can tell they were having hot end issues, all chewed up. So this is how it came to me.
Oh,
That's
magnet.
the bed was screwed. Yeah, so this is how the printer started, and this is how it is now. Look at that, completely new. What do you guys think? So, and the total cost for all this, parts and labor, was $180. That's what we charge them. So, typically how I do the printer stuff is we have like a flat rate of $100 labor charge, and that covers most printer problems. That also includes any upgrades you want to put on it. And then, yeah, like if we're doing something more involved where we're swapping out a control board, like doing a custom thing, then obviously the price will be a little bit better. But I found that $100 flat rate that covers like 90% of what people are going to bring to us is really good. I think it's a really fair price. We've been working on this for like 2 hours and 40 minutes. I think we were like done with the machine at about the 2 hour mark. So it took me it's about 2 hours of work. You know, stuff I include when I do that. I don't charge for if we're just putting in new brass nozzles, I just include that because they're so cheap. I don't charge to change out the tubing or the PTFE fittings. So little stuff like that, I just switch out because, you know, they don't cost us much. But yeah, so basically now like the whole printer's gone over. They should be able to run this for a long time with no problems. Tripod Garage says needs a manual. Yeah, I mentioned that, but like I said, this is for a kid. The stock knockoff power supply on these are not terrible. They're better than the previous knockoffs. But I did let them know to just keep an eye on it, that it could be a problem later down the line. But yeah, so, and I printed this in, this is our Stardust that I printed this in. Look at that beautiful filament. So that's like a purple glitter. So if you go on our website, type in Stardust, you can pick this up. It's $28.99 for a roll. And we are not drop shipping it. We have that in-house here. So... and it's made for us. Awesome filament. So, and it's actually made with NatureWorks PLA. So it is made in China, but it's using NatureWorks PLA. So really good quality PLA. Last thing I'm gonna do, I want to get this off of here. So I'm gonna see if I can get this off with some IPA. And if that doesn't work, I'm gonna try the WD-40 method. Yeah, it could have been faster if I wasn't streaming. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a great printer setup. He wanted to do TPU, do flexible, so that's why he upgraded the extruder. The Tough Extruder V2 is really good for flexibles. Now, if you're running a Bowden setup like this, you still got to go a little bit slower, like 20, 30 millimeters a second, but it'll do it.
Oh, yeah, I used to be doing all my drone stuff in Bowden setups.
Yeah.
With TPU.
Yeah, as long as you have like our Tough tube on there and a good extruder, you can do it. Like the stock tubing, though, with the stock extruder, good luck. It's just going to bind up and not feed. Oh yeah, I just like doing a nice little personal touch. You know, like clean it up. Like I want them to like really see that I give a shit about their printer. Like I treat my customer printers like I treat my printers. Actually, I probably treat my customer printers better than mine because sometimes mine, I'm just like, I just need to get this damn thing working. Let's jank it.
Right. Like, that zip tie will hold this.
It'll work.
A zip tie replacement for a screw is perfectly fine on this printer for now. I'll replace it in a few weeks.
Wildcat says, if you crash into a Mack truck with a Sportster at 48 miles, it's costly. Ask me. Last 2 years, could not walk so much printing. Just trying to walk now. Mac turned in front of me and fractured 3/4. Holy shit, dude! Yeah, I haven't seen you in a bit. That's fucking crazy. I'm glad you're not. I'm glad you made it. Like, God, what were you doing that whole time? I would be going nuts if I couldn't do stuff. That's like the biggest part. If I ever got like majorly sick, is like dealing with not being able to do anything. Like, I always got to be doing something. Look at that. Look how clean that looks now. John's saying we need to hang. Yeah, did you guys? John's chat on Rumble. Yeah, we need to hang out. I just got to plan it. Like, since you're not local, like John's like an hour and a half from us. Like, as long as we plan it, we can make it. I mean, Chris was telling me she wishes we did more like coupley stuff. Want to do some coupley stuff, John? Go do painting or something. I don't know what couple. Yeah, pottery class. Let's just be honest. We're just gonna make dicks with it.
I was about to say, Tim's gonna make a dick.
Don't lie. I know you've printed a phallic object before on your printer store. I feel like we all have.
I was about to go turn around and go one. I actually did a massive one in TPU on a Bowden setup. Since that's a subject we were talking about.
Funny.
I was like, I have this old TPU that I need to get rid of, and I printed
like,
it on the S4.
Let's just print dumb shit with it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's like it's not.
Now take a buffing wheel and compound to the power supply. Yeah, it's not worth it. It's a stock, but look how much nicer it looks. There was one guy, I went over his whole printer and he's like, this is the same machine. I was like, yeah. I was like, yours is really dirty, wasn't it? But I mean, like all the cable management, like I take my time with stuff. Voila, there we go. Beautiful. So, and I'm glad I was able to get the kid to deal on some, used or open box parts so he can get some more upgrades. I remember when I was younger, when I was building computers, like I wouldn't have had as many machines or as many as nice of computers if I didn't have people hooking me up with deals on their slightly used stuff. And
Dude,
it's
my
nice.
Uncle, growing up, that was him.
Well, and it's cool too, because like it's nice to see like parents that are involved with their kids or teaching them the value of a dollar, like teaching them the budget. Like most people don't do that shit these days, and look where we're at with society. Like most people have no idea how credit cards work. They're taking out loans they have no idea about. Like it's good seeing parents and teaching their kids that stuff. So. Yeah, BW process. I retired a few years. I already have a plan on what to do to keep busy. If you don't, you're going to not be around long. Yeah, I feel like, the thing is like if you stay moving, like and you stay active, like it's hard to get like brought down and run down. So, whereas if you keep active, get some exercise, you're doing stuff, it's harder to. Like kind of get screwed over by not doing anything, if that makes sense. So, but yeah, I got one more update to install on the shop Home Assistant. Yeah, so that was good. I appreciate everybody watching. We've had a good steady, like between Rumble and YouTube, we've had over like 50, 60 people watching this entire time. So, and everybody on Rumble, I appreciate you guys watching and supporting a platform that supports people that want to create content and not push their stuff onto other people and deplatform people for no reason, like they did to our buddy Sean. So
hopefully it gets his channel back soon.
I mean, I honestly don't know. I think we're due for another like Midnight Maker Lounge. I'm hoping that next week we can finalize like the kind of layout and show for what will replace the Ask Tim. Mm-hmm. So I've just been so damn busy. I want to get this done. I got to do some work on the truck this evening. I got to change out a module in my dashboard that's acting up. And then while I'm in there, I'm going to get the switch for the light bar mounted. And then I got to do Krista's brakes, which she has drum brakes.
I need to make dinner
So
here in a minute.
I see press here. Even my Microsoft DDE has trouble with TPU. Yeah, the basic direct drive extruder from them is not super great with super flexibles TPUs. The NG is a lot better. I have the NG. We stopped carrying the DDE just because I felt like it wasn't that great of a
The
value.
NG
just
is
for like,
better.
yeah, it's like a $20 difference. You might as well just get the NG. So, yeah, like the NG is a lot better buy. I have the NG on my Xiltech Gear V2. I really like it. It's a really good way to just go direct drive. My buddy Mike is dropping off his CR10 to have me overhaul, and he wants to do an NG as well. So, yeah, Tripods Garage, yuck, drum brakes. I hate drum brakes too, but yeah, I'm surprised that her car, it's a 2015. I'm surprised that they're still putting drum brakes on cars these days. Like, I was like, wow, like they're like, way to go, Chevy. It's a Chevy Cruze. So like, it's a nice little car. There's nothing wrong with it. You know, I fixed a couple things on it, you know, just like cars are older. I'm of the mindset I buy older stuff and repair it. You know, my newest car is a 2013 and I bought that last year. So Midwest sensibility. Yeah, Tom, if you ever come out this way, you have to stop by. So I've had many calls with Tom. He's a really cool dude. So Spunky Monkey says, here's a question. Is there any part that TH3D sells for multicolor and Ender 3 like an extra part? I'm not sure what you mean by like multicolor, like doing multicolor. We don't carry anything that like facilitates multicolor. But if you're asking about if we can print stuff like in multiple colors, we definitely can do that. Like if you need a custom print request. So
You do have the NMU, don't you?
yeah, a lot of Chevys on the back wheels. Yeah, I just didn't think that hers would have drum brakes as a 2015 because I've got a 2010 HHR and it's got disc brakes, but it is the SS trim, which is like the turbo one. So maybe that's probably why it has the calipers on the rear instead of drum brakes. So, I love how great this printer is. So this is our Ender 6 with it's got input shaping, and it's got our easy board. And so this was a 100mm second print. Look how nice this came out, Tor. And in chat. So this is 100mm second in ABS.
Oh, that came out great.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, so these all came off the bed. I just pulled these off. Yeah, she's pretty good. Well, that's all I got. You got anything to add, Tor, before we wrap this up?
I do not. My dinner's about to be ready.
What's for dinner?
Making chicken.
What kind of
Chicken sandwiches. Just breaded chicken sandwiches with some brioche buns.
Mr. Fat, you gonna put some mayo and lettuce on there?
Mayo, yes. Mayonnaise or lettuce, no. I don't have any.
Oh, okay. I mean, mayo on a chicken sandwich, just so good.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways,
Some relish as well.
I don't know how I feel about that, but I'd try it.
Just a little bit, not too much.
All right. Well, I'm gonna wrap this up. I'll obviously we'll go back to the back room once the stream is done. But I wanted to just thank everybody for tuning in, especially people tuning in on Rumble. Everybody, make sure to check us out. If you guys want to support what we do, go to th3dstudio.com and buy some stuff. We've got filament, we got parts. We also do support. So if you guys need something, let us know. We're here for you. So anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Hope you had an awesome weekend. As always, happy printing. Bye-bye now.
Have a good night, everyone.